Previously on X-Men.
Woo!
Hello.
And as soon as we enter the stream, you go potato.
Oh,
You're
of course.
potato. You go potato. Go ahead. I'll stall. I'll stall them with the
I'll be right back.
wonderful singing styles of the potato song. Potato, 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 potato. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another of Previously on X-Men, or Previously on X-Men. Of course, this is warnings. This is a spoiler episode. Hopefully, by now you've seen this episode. You've walked by many people in wheelchairs and told them to shut up. Only if you've seen this episode are you allowed to do this. I do not condone telling people in wheelchairs to tell them to do that. So, I will. I'll start with the chat. We got Too Much New Toys is here. What's going on, Cody? He is first. Bad Force Grumps is here. He's here saying, "Where's the spoiler? Where the spoilers at? Where the spoilers at?" My favorite is always like where they say that there's going to be spoilers, and you open it up, and then it's like a Honda Civic spoiler. It's always my favorite joke. Hey, there he is, and he's back. He's no longer potatoed. Josh Brown is here saying, "Yo, man, I hope they leave something in the tank for season 2."
Oh my god.
I think they are. I think they 100% are, and we will absolutely get to that. We're going to do our best to not get shut down this week like we did last week. We've got a plan. Of course, we'll see how it goes, but we'll see what happens. So I assume Bad Force that this was for us because we started late, which just means you don't watch the regular Wednesday show because we never start on time. Josh Brown says the important people are here. That is very, very true. And Too Much New Toys, Cody, what up? And one Sentinel. Yep. Sometimes it goes down to one Sentinel. Sometimes two Sentinels are here. But, we make it happen either way. Messy Photography showing up saying, "What's up, guys? Turned out what I got wasn't 007 Gomez, but was the Asian edition." Oh, so that was the all-black one, I'm assuming. So
the black one with I think it has a gray button down and a black tie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like one of the first ones I got. I got that from a show.
All right. And Dixpic says off topics, but we're gonna get after match press conference. But for ToyTuber Wrestling, we should start doing after match press conference.
That would be great. You know what?
That could be a lot of fun.
We will.
Good job there, Diggs. Good job, Diggs. And
we will have some guests.
Fight me. Yeah.
Right.
Which of you is Master Mold? That's the beauty. Neither of us, but both of us. Who knows?
But we do have a Nimrod.
We do have a Nimrod. We do have a Nimrod, and also we do have therapy sentinels when we watch the show to keep us going or to beat the piss out of, depending on how angry you are. So
mine is upstairs.
Yours is upstairs because you were crying into it.
It's in my bedroom
during certain parts of this episode. Matt, I don't know if you were watching, but I did tell people that if they watch this episode, they are allowed to walk by people in wheelchairs and tell them to shut up. But only if they saw this episode. We're not condoning it. Only if they saw this episode.
Oh, you're going right into it, huh?
I'm going right into it. Well, no, we were just talking about it. So Nimrod is here in the chat, but also behind stage is the one and only Henrock. What is going on, my friend? You're still muted, buddy. You're still muted. Clearly, your first time on this show.
Unmute you're
yourself,
muted.
Bud. Unmute yourself. It's okay. Yeah, Josh. I know. We won't do it. I know, Josh. Come on. You can't take everything I say seriously. Okay. All right. As soon as Henrock figures out how to unmute himself. Ooh. And Henrock has become one with the Sentinels, and we are moving him on. Tanny, just jump out, come back in. I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. So, all right. Grumps is saying he ordered 97 Magneto from Wave 1 yesterday because I feel like all of them are selling out. Yes. However, we were at Chumsy Wubsy today. He's got a ton of them. A ton of the 97 figs. So, and he will ship.
Don't think he has Wolverine or Cyclops, though. I did see
not,
Bishop,
but he
Magneto.
Bishop, both Magnetos.
Yeah, he also had Nightcrawler and one Jean on the
One
on
gene.
the pegs.
Yeah, one gene. So jump on that. Whoa, audio potato. Potato. How about now, Henny?
Still sounds like a sentinel.
It's pretty awesome. It's a good techno beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like Stephen Hawking.
We almost got wiped out there. We almost got annihilated.
Were we about to get blasted?
I think we were. So anyway, but yeah, dude, I don't know. I think we should just previously on X-Men, if you guys watched our last episode where we talked to I can't even remember what happened prior to this episode.
We almost got banned.
Well, no, I know we almost got banned. But what was going on? Let's see, one more time. What do you think? Unplug your mic, dude. Unplug your mic, plug it back in. Edit mic settings.
Yeah, check the settings on StreamYard.
Check it now. Try now. I just turned off your echo cancellation.
Oh yeah. So Grumps is still talking about the
Oh, he did.
So
sorry. I got it.
He says he passed on the Cyclops and the Gambit because he has the VHS Cyclops, which is still a good figure, and then the retro card and Mafex Gambit. So I picked up the 97 Gambit only just to get the head sculpt, because the head sculpt is very different from the retro carded Gambit, and also from the Mafex. So because it is more animated and I like the look of it, so I just put some tack on it and it sits on the Mafex pretty well.
Get Henny, talk. Now you're muted again. Now I can't hear you. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Do you know sign language? Do you have a cue card? Can you write down what you're talking about?
Josh Brown says, uncheck the T-Pain box.
Yeah. The auto tune.
Anybody got a Wolverine on card? He needs a fifth one. Sheesh. Henrock is in the Matrix.
I've got a Wolverine, but it's for Yimbo.
Oh, well, where is Yimbo? I thought he was going to join us tonight.
He said he was going to put the kids to bed and then possibly join us.
Machu Stoli sign language joke. Oh, doing it again. All right.
It sounds like we're signing on to AOL. Well, what if you try using the your computer's microphone?
Yay or nay?
Yay.
Oh, there you go. We got you.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use my computer.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, there you go.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
Excellent, man.
Don't plug anything else in.
I did pick this up from Chubsy Wubsy, the Marvel.
Yeah, you got classic color. I was about to say.
How much did that go for?
This was like 24.
Yeah, he had it on sale actually. So
yeah,
he actually had a bunch of stuff on sale.
He had one more Marvel Girl on the peg.
Jesus.
I don't.
We can still hear you, so we promised this wasn't a bit that we chose to do.
But what else?
How about now? You got us?
You hear us?
Nothing.
Nothing? No? I do hope they redo this, Gene.
They probably will. I'm sure they will. We were talking about it. I wonder if they're going to do that just whole classic set and do a rebox of them. That would be actually, I think that would be pretty cool.
A giant size box set.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Whether it's a San Diego exclusive or, hey, can you hear any of this or no?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right,
it's just my audio and everything. I think we're good now.
Okay, cool. Great. But yeah, I think that'd be cool if it was a San Diego exclusive or something like that, maybe. But it would be pretty cool to see them redo that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all right, so jumping into the episode. Okay, so if I remember the last episode, Bastion goes nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Releases a whole bunch of weird tech.
Or we talk about episode 8 right now.
Episode 8. Episode 8.
Okay.
Before the episode we're going to talk about tonight. I figured do
Yeah.
like a little recap, right?
Yeah.
Bastion goes nuts, unleashes a whole bunch of techno hybrid human sentinels from his hometown.
Mhm.
They try to track down his people. We see the end of Bolivar Trask, right? Is that what we saw the end of? Rogue goes bananas, Bananas, wipes out a bunch of people. And then at the end of it, all hope seems lost. And then Magneto saves the day by just basically EMPing the world. So
Yeah.
fair assumption.
You didn't touch on like them completely letting Wolverine loose.
Episode 8.
In,
You're referring
Yeah.
to?
Right?
Did they let him go loose in 9? What we're about to talk to now. I'm
Yeah,
talking about 8.
9 is the loose.
Yeah, they let him loose in 9.
You mean Rogue went loose? She
Rogue
actually
went loose.
committed murder.
Yeah,
He said, "Okay, die."
yeah. She just dropped somebody.
Well, no, 'cause I think you guys are confusing it. Episode 8 is when they were fighting the Sentinel Primes, right?
Yeah.
They were protecting Rogue, who is still in a coma.
Mm.
Nightcrawler and Wolverine were completely hacking the Sentinel Primes.
Oh, yeah,
up,
that's right.
which-
That's when Nightcrawler gets his classic swords.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Nightcrawler.
You're right.
Yes. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. When he
Here,
said
I'll
episode
even-
8, I was like, "How far back are we going?"
No. I was just trying to do a quick little recap. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So yes. So you're right. So episode 8, she was in the coma. Storm comes back. Yes, you're right. 100%. So then this episode, that's right. And then at the end of episode 8, Charles Xavier crash lands
Mhm.
into the Broken X Mansion, where we all agree that they should just keep Colossus on retainer
then
to
he
build
just says,
the X Mansion over and over again.
Like X-Men.
And then immediately passes
Batman.
out because we see him waking up
Right.
with inside of the inside bed in the X Mansion. So and then hilarity ensues. So
All right. So this is the scene that I was talking about, right?
where he
In
starts
episode
hacking
8.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be
So
careful.
we
Let's not
wouldn't-
get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let it play. I'm just gonna do stills. Is that a good one? Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. So like, you would never see this in the old cartoons.
No.
Right? Like they're completely hacking them up. And like, is that because of the whole other than the rating, right? I think the rating is different. But
Well,
it's because they're not human, right? They're not classified as human.
I
Like
think
the whole
it's a couple
zombie
of,
aspect.
I think it's a couple of things because so there is this weird thing now, right? Like because it says we're not showing anything on screen.
I gotta stop sharing. Hold on.
All right. So I think there's a couple of things that happened, right? Because you remember back in the 90s, they were super strict, right? Because remember, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weren't allowed to use their friggin' weapons unless they were using them against robots as well.
Right.
So I think there was a little bit of that going on. Bat Force says John Cena screen. So there's a little bit of that going on. And then, yes, now it's also, though, if you think about it, this is not public television. You have to pay to see this. So you're choosing to see this. It's not somebody, random kid can't stumble on it, which honestly, if you think about it, the real impact of that comes in at the end of this, which Matt, you've got to be very mindful that we cannot show.
I cannot show it.
You cannot show it. YouTube will flag it.
Really?
YouTube will flag for the
blood.
The color red, yes.
Like this scene right here, like it just gave the rules of like, okay, Wolverine, you have the approval to hash and slash because they're
even before
synthetics because they're still considered as
right.
humans.
The synthetic. Just guys in the chat, you can see the screen now? Are we good, or should we be concerned that the almighty Disney has nailed us already? Oh dear mouse overlord, please do not. We only wish to talk of your greatness.
Yeah, but this clip of like when
Alright, sweet. Okay.
when he's fallen from the sky and just hacking
Yeah.
all of them, right?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
6
Yeah.
reasons, right? 6 reasons.
6
why.
reasons, and then
Night-
Nightcrawler comes in and says, "I'll give you 9."
9.
9.
9. Oh, and he
Um,
picks up. Doesn't he pick up the sword with his tail too? Right? Like,
Mhm.
do we get a little bit of
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Yeah.
Insane.
I wish I had a mouse. Actually, this would be so much easier than a touchpad.
A mouse named Mickey. Anyway.
I'm
What's
trying to get that
Uh,
shot.
Yeah.
So this shot that I'm trying to get
Uh.
is when he teleports. When Wolverine stabs the guy,
Yes.
and so that was really cool how they did that.
Yeah, that was. Is that the first time we've ever seen inside the teleport?
I think so, because
It was pretty cool to
I
see
don't
that.
remember ever seeing that. There is a clip of when they're fighting that I think he does teleport them both to switch.
Mm.
But now in this shot, you're actually brought in with Wolverine,
Yeah.
and you're brought in through Wolverine's perspective, which is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that they are just like regenerating, they're just like, all right, we got to take them out of here, which was smart on Nightcrawler's part.
Which now that we're getting to see inside the transport, I wonder if
Mm-hmm.
next year we'll get the smell-o-vision. That'd be cool. We can actually smell it.
You don't want that.
No, I
The-
don't want
the
that.
BAMF smell?
Nobody wants the BAMF smell. But I know that German or English when he said 9 or 9. Go
Yeah,
figure.
he was either saying the number 9 or no.
9. Yeah. Yeah, that was it was very that was his Step Brothers. Are you saying Pam or Pan? Yeah. I do think, and I know that Matt, you and I watched the recap thing where they brought this up, right? Where it's interesting that like these are the sinner. What'd you call them? The synthetic, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, because they're like putting themselves back together, and then later on, it's brought up as to whether or not that they can save these guys, and it's like they just got like hacked to pieces. How does this like synergetic skin flesh thing gonna work? Like, is it part of a technovirus, or is it like are they completely taken over by the Sentinel inside of them? Like that, I thought was an interesting thing to think about.
Beast was even saying that they're years away from completely curing them.
Yeah.
In the last episode. And what I was just thinking is like, if they can bring back their humanity, they're basically cured from like most diseases and
Sure.
injury, because they could practically live forever. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but even if you bring back their humanity, the people that were a-holes are still going to be a-holes,
Oh yeah,
So,
that's
now
true,
they're just superpowered a-holes,
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got this, and then we end with Charles coming back.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we throw back to the party, and then the whole world goes black. We get a nice little couple cameos. We get Silver Samurai, right? Shows up. That was a nice little nod.
Yeah.
Who did we get? We got Silver
Cameos.
Samurai.
I think this episode basically showed the foreshadowing. Let's just say if they continue the storyline and it doesn't go,
There's
I think
multiple things they can go. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
like Omega Red. Like let's just say Omega Red was in a prison and all of a sudden, no power.
Oh, that's right.
I'm out.
Right.
Now this is a new
Yeah.
story.
Where is it?
It's like
It's-
like what they just blip paused so many things and it's new stories, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just,
No, it opened up a whole new can of worms.
You could definitely bring up new side stories with this. It's incredible.
Yep.
I think what they can do.
And then they could decide whether or not they want to do one-off episodes or build arcs around that too, right? Because that could just be the whole Omega Red thing. Could be a single episode, or it could be a real thing. Don't play it! Don't play it! Whew. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
All
So
right.
the thing that I noticed off the bat from the intro is that they brought Storm back, and this
Yep.
time they put her in the actual in that outfit that she's wearing, the
Yep.
classic outfit.
Yep. They call it the goddess. They call it the goddess outfit. Is that what they call it?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I thought I heard somebody call it the goddess outfit. So I could be wrong.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
they put Storm back. They had the people in the who do the running in the beginning. The
Yes.
that kind of run through are now Sentinels.
And I didn't even catch that until somebody else's
Yeah.
video pointed it out. I think it was like New Rock Stars.
There was also
Don't play it.
I just want to show the people.
Did you guys talk about
Oh, they don't even have the people here.
did you
Well,
guys
because they're all frozen now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Did you guys talk about Wolverine previously on X-Men? He doesn't usually do that.
He doesn't usually do the voice, but he does start it this time.
It was kind of like a telltale, like something,
Something's gonna happen to Wolverine.
Yeah. pretty much.
Well, I think he gets the opening and the closing line here, right? So he does a full circle in this episode.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then
Also, when they
yeah.
open up and they show like Xavier waking up in his bedroom, right? All peaceful and calm. And then they show like the whole freaking mansion is like decimated, right? But he's getting up and getting ready on his own in his wheelchair. How does he get downstairs?
Like this.
Just like
Yeah.
I'm gonna float myself.
Like,
He
there's-
can't
there's,
float
like,
himself. He's a telepath, not a telekinetic.
Yeah.
He goes, Gene, help, Gene, help. Yeah. Well, so like, wait a second, but like for real, there's got to be like ramp accessibility in some of those places, I mean, it can't be.
Oh wait, that's not it.
That's the asteroid M coming back up.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Like, look at that. How is he gonna maneuver his wheelchair?
he does it. The next scene is literally him going, "To me, my X-Men, I'm stuck."
Help
You
me
know?
down. Jeez.
So,
Use your abilities.
yeah, somebody help me. So,
Uber.
Uber. No, he doesn't use Uber, Henrock. He uses Lyft. Come on. Come on.
Zing.
But yes, Henrock, you brought up the whole thing that he wakes up like this because he's so used to having somebody next to him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wandra.
I think he misses his woman.
his little ladybird.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Lady Bird.
Clean this shit up, my X-Men. Yeah.
Hold on, I lost it back. I'll get you back.
And speaking of the man, we've got a new person coming in here. The X-Men King himself, Cheney 180.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, hey, dude, how are you?
Hey,
How's it going?
What's going on, man?
We haven't got kicked off yet, so living the dream.
Well,
We're
see,
not-
you're not
playing.
Yeah, you have to play the episode though. Like I can't tell what's going on when you're not playing the episode.
All right.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if stills
Yeah.
would get us in trouble either. So as long as we're good, then we're good. So
Yeah, just play like the full episode, won't you?
Cool.
And we'll be good.
and we'll be
look
good.
at that face.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the how am I getting downstairs? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
That's a play. No, that's a play the full episode.
My
Play the
X-Men.
episode, Machu.
My X-Men making love and then dying.
My question to you guys and for the chat:
Mm.
if you were mutants,
Yeah.
who would you side with? Would you side
This
with
is
Xavier or would you side with Magneto?
I would
This
side with
is-
Magneto because Xavier's like ditched everybody forever, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go be in love and fake my death, and like I'd just be like, well, Magneto's been holding it down with us for a while now. Like he didn't see, like he's been here through all of it, through the thick and the thin,
Mm-hmm.
and Xavier's just like, yeah, I'm out. I got a lady thing, so
He's
I'm gonna
like,
fake my death, and I'm gonna be gone. And then he's like, "Oh no, look at all this stuff's happening. Let me help you guys." It's like, really, like
Yeah,
really,
we-
like,
I think he should have never came back. He was like, it just caused more.
oh yeah,
inflamed.
There's more of a rift.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the whole like I would have sided with Magneto, but I think this is like the whole nature versus nurture thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are a mutant who's been abused your whole life and you're trying to do it right, and then like this happens, you're like, you know what? Enough. I tried to do it your way, right? Like, we talked about this before, right? That one guy, that one mutant that like has no powers. He just looks like a scruffy guy, but he kept getting picked on in the
the
old
furry
season.
guy, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
he
Even
was
says,
yeah.
always
I don't
on.
have any powers.
I don't have any
Look this
powers.
way, and they
Leave me
just
alone.
every time you see him, the friends of humanity are just beating the
Beating
crap
him.
out of him.
Yeah, he's
But it's
definitely
just like-
he's wearing a Magneto was right button. Like it's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, no, I've lived a very horrible life. Like,
Yeah.
I've tried being friendly. I was a bagger at the grocery store for a while, but then
was a
they took
bagger.
me in the back and they started beating me up in the freaking cooler. And I can't get a break. I can't catch a break. I thought, maybe it'll be okay. I listened to Xavier and it's like, yeah, no.
Bad Force says, "Are we really arguing about siding with the guy who was trying to kill us multiple times over versus the guy who won out to get laid?"
Yes.
I mean, again,
Yes.
I don't know who you're for in this sentence because it could still go either way.
To be fair, I'm saying if we were mutants, right? So Magneto wasn't trying to kill us.
No, he was just trying to stop you from stopping me, right? Stop
Yeah.
you from stopping Magneto.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Cheney so that way he's not covered.
yeah. Well, here,
yeah.
cover me. It's fine. I like this one too. Omega Weapon 13. Professor X is the Jordan who came back to play, but with the Wizards. It's a good one. Xavier, she gave me magic legs.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Here he is off of the Shi'ar Empire getting fed grapes and robot legs and everything. Meanwhile, like it's going down on Earth, and then like he finally finds out he's like, oh no, I need to go home, and it's like, oh now
My
you need
children.
to go home. Yeah,
They killed my Cajun. I must go.
yeah.
No. No chewing. No chewing brings up a good point. Morph smash. Am I right?
Yeah.
Dude,
We didn't even get there yet.
We didn't even get there yet, but the Morph has been a shining star in this season.
Yeah,
even though Rogue insulted the shit out of him.
It really felt like in this, like Xavier was just really shoehorned in the last episode.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, yeah, now he's here. Let's all act like he's been here for a long time. Like, I was like, whoa, hold on, pump the brakes. Like he just got back. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I'd argue that even they do shoehorn him in, but like even what's his name kind of
Scott.
Scott pushes back, and like I think Scott pushing back in that episode is like oh, okay, maybe we're all not in on this 100% type of thing.
Yeah, because like Xavier gets there and he really like amplifies everything. It's like, no, Magneto is wrong technically because I was wrong, but blah blah blah. And it was like, well, no, like Magneto just saved all of our butts. Like, can we all can we take a second to like
take a second? Let's recognize that.
Yeah, can we just take a second to like realize that? And he's like, no, he's got to be stopped. I got to go talk to him. And it's like, how about you give him a little bit, man? Like he's been through a lot. Like he's tried to do things your way and the best of his ability, and once again he was proved wrong. And it's like just let him go chill in the Arctic for a little while, build up his armies or whatever, and then give it about a week, and then be like, all right, like go take care of Bastion. And or you could have even like hit him up and been like, hey, can we talk? Like let's team up to take care of Bastion, and then we'll have a talk after this. But this is the more what is it? This is the more this
pressing
takes more
matter.
precedent. Yeah, this is the more pressing matter for sure.
Yeah. Bastion is the Avenger level threat, right? Bring everybody together, take care of this, then we'll figure everything else out.
So I want to bring this comment up from Go Figure Go. They were making love, right? So that whole thing of him saying that makes me think about that episode that was episode 5, right? Where we saw the Watcher, but is it the Watcher or is it Xavier watching?
No, it was the Watcher.
I was the Watcher.
That's
Is
the
it
thing,
Watcher?
though. I know what Machu's saying. Like when you see the head,
drum?
His head.
Is that
it looked like a helmet, and it didn't
You
look
saw-
like.
You
It
saw
didn't
his
look like
collar
the
too,
Watcher.
though.
Yeah, the collar was up.
I guess.
Another thing is like he's always there for cataclysmic events, like
That's-
crazy
yeah.
things that are about to go down.
Yeah, and they even talk about because wasn't what's his name talks about it, right? Beast talks about Kamotage and the pinpoint events that can't move. So,
Yeah,
like,
I didn't like that at all. That
You
was
didn't
such
like
like such a throwaway for me. I was like, no, this is how we're gonna make it all stick, huh? You have a time traveler here, and there's another one that's out there. Like, oh, okay,
They don't even know where the other one is.
yeah,
they don't know what
that's
they're doing.
yeah.
Oh.
No, because I wasn't
Uh,
sure if I should go back to that episode and look for that shot and actually dissect it to see if it really was the Watcher or if it was Xavier. Because if
What's
he was
it?
just checking in and just like watching, that would be where he would be
Oh, that's
watching.
even worse. Like
It's so much
That's
worse.
worse. Yeah.
So much
because
worse.
it's like, so you knew what happened and you saw what happened, and now you hear like, oh, now we need to take care of it. It's like you didn't try to do anything then. Like, come
Yeah.
on,
No,
man.
I think it's pretty clearly the Watcher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll download the image, but I think it's pretty clearly the Watcher. Henny's got a fan in the chat. I don't know what's going on here. We need to have Henny on more often. Look at that.
Yeah,
Whew.
look at that. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. Killing it. He's not even doing anything. It's just like killing it. So, killing it. Look
It's
at
what
you,
I
bud.
like. It's what I like to call. It's what I like to call silent intensity. Henrock has that.
It's
Not everybody. Not everybody can master the ability known as silent intensity, but Henrock, he's got it right now, man.
I can't even master silence. What are you kidding me? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Lago
let me have
also possesses silent intensity. I
it.
will say that.
Yeah. In the wrestling videos, he has that intensity. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, you gotta commentate on those videos.
Yeah.
You gotta get in there and start commentating. I mean, nobody's gonna hit that tier of Ponchisi, but you gotta
Yeah,
get in
that's
there and
hard.
be like, oh man. Like I think the only person that could like be able to like rival that in a sense would be Ernie. Like if Ernie was commentating,
God.
that would be great.
Yeah. I would love to have Ernie commentate with me
There you
during
go.
those matches. I
Yeah.
got to talk to him about that.
Yeah, you got to commentate because that's gonna amplify those streams for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So then Rogue wakes up and Nightcrawler is there and
Yep,
explains
we're all
what
remind-
exactly happened.
I
Brother
was
and
gonna say,
sister.
we're all reminded that they're brother and sister, in case we
Mhm.
forgot. You know. So,
I did not.
just
Well,
in case.
It's weird now because in the comics, didn't they make it so that way Mystique is now Nightcrawler's dad? Is that what I heard?
I don't even know what's going on in the comics anymore. After House of X and Powers of X kind of like took a nosedive, I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm gonna walk away.
This is a cool moment here. You got
This one, I love this moment
yeah.
between
Yeah.
Easton and Forge.
That
Forge,
that
you
was
son
like-
of a bitch!
Yeah.
was Predator scene right there.
Yeah.
Forge,
Your leg, how is it working?
yeah.
It's technological. Wow.
Your nods are still working.
Yeah.
they even put
Your
like a little.
robotics are still working. It's amazing, you son of a.
They put like a little like swoosh effect in with that. Like,
Yeah.
let me see. Like, I'll just play
You
a
can,
little
you can
bit.
play it. Yeah, yeah. It's very subtle. The motion blur. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
The smear. It's called a smear.
The smear.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at look.
I really wish
Ah.
it would have been that shot though. Just the arms, so it's just like Beast's fuzzy arm and like his arm, just all. Psh.
That was the definite callback to the Predator, right?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Josh Brown. Josh Brown. Were we doing bro hugs in '97?
Oh,
we were not.
yeah.
But we were doing Predator hugs. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Predator
So-
hugs for the setup to bro hugs.
So this scene right here, isn't this like when the guy comes out and be like, message? Like this scene right here, don't you think we're gonna come back to this?
Oh God, yes, 100%.
I felt like this was the most important scene throughout the whole episode.
Wait,
100%.
this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, because
This
he's
scene.
saying, because he says,
He's like-
how
he's
was
like,
your
"How are
leg
you
still
walking?"
working? Yeah,
Oh yeah. Because I thought about it.
right.
yeah.
I thought about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
First
still,
of all,
your leg, how's it working? And he's like,
I thought
have-
about it.
I have
Yeah.
powers. That's why.
Yeah.
Not only that, but don't you think Forge is holding back? Like, I feel like the guy knows way more than anybody else. Like, he's
Oh,
hiding.
yeah.
Like, he's like, oh yeah, I can get away with this.
Well, there was that picture with where he was standing with Bastion in one of those
Yeah.
other episodes.
Like, what the fuck? Like, why is no
Well,
one?
but
no
don't
one
they
knows
bring
this.
that up? They bring that up again too. That picture, I think, in this scene, in this I thought they brought it up again in this one, because it's very clear that he's still hiding something. He still has not come to terms with something. So it's I think it's gonna, and I'm wondering how, Matt, you and I were talking about this in the car, where like how Cable and Forge know each other, or Bishop and Forge know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes, because
something's
Bishop
missing.
and Forge know each other from like that alternate future timeline,
right?
though. Like, not currently.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
because in the past episode, like when Bishop comes back to talk to him, he's like, "What are you talking?
Who are
you?" Like, he's like Doc Brown. He's just like, "What? Yeah. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, Forge. Like you told me. Like I'm back. I'm back from the future." He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, dude." Yeah.
But in the earlier cartoon, there was a scene where Cable was supposed to take out Bishop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see him looking through the crosshair, and he can't do it. And then that, like, his AI voice or whatever was like, "Why didn't you take the shot?" He's like, he couldn't do it. So there was a little restraint there. So it's like he knows who Bishop is, but they never explain in the old cartoon.
No,
they just left it open.
Well, it's just because he was an X-Men. He was a fellow mutant. He's just like, I can't take him out. Like, even though I think this is the reason why this is all going down. Like, I can't.
Yeah. Well, he can't. And I love how you're like his AI thing. His AI aptly named computer. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just, he can't take him down because Nathan.
That's what I'm
going to
name my personal AI when I get a personal AI. I'm just going to name it computer.
Yeah.
I'm going to name it Pooter.
Yeah. Computer time slide dash 0553.
Get me an exit. That was like the coolest part.
That's the best one. Get me an exit.
Get me an exit.
But Matt, he couldn't take the shot because
he knows he needs him.
He knows he needs him because he remembers from being a child that his father abandoned him, but Bishop did not. So, that's what he remembers as being a child.
There you go.
I won't abandon my son. Peace.
You got to remember, we kind of have to lay the lines of like string theory timelines into this as well, because that's a different timeline, and then this whole thing to me is a different timeline, and it's there's different layers of timelines going on here.
Well, there's also the whole thing of like with the time travelers, right? This could actually even be a younger version of Cable than the one we saw in the previous cartoon.
The Wild Man from Borneo.
From Borneo.
Because
then they played the music just like they did for Bishop too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nobody got that reference back in the 90s. Nobody gets that reference now. We all had to go look it up.
No, I've always that's always been my thing. I can't tell you how many people like looked at me just with a blank stare. I'm all, the Wild Man from Borneo, and they're all,
what?
Well, Cable, like
Cable,
remember from the cartoon? Yeah, okay.
What?
All right,
sure.
Cool.
Yeah. What?
Sweet.
Wheat thins,
Now I'm glad that so many people have caught up. They're just like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. You just watched it last week,
right? all you need is Ryan Reynolds to say it, and it'll be over.
Then everybody will know.
Then everybody will be quoting it.
Yep.
Pump the brakes there, Wild Man from Borneo. Yeah. So.
Josh Brown says they should have paused on the biceps for the handshake. They should have.
Yes,
they really should have.
They should have just fully embraced it.
Yeah.
Biceps ripped through the lab coat.
Yeah.
Ooh, my stars and garters. I've ripped another one. Yeah.
Oh, my stars and garters.
Another lab coat.
Forge, your leg.
Yeah. Because your metal nods. If you said that romper in front, are you doing a romper this year?
Yeah.
Are we doing? Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. I'm currently
different
trying
one
to slim down. Yeah.
We're all starting to slim down before the STCC.
Yep.
You want in on our special group chat?
Yeah. You want in on our special club, Jay Shaw?
Oh, do you? I didn't know you had a special one. Yeah, I want in.
Okay.
Are we doing like weigh-ins or what? What are we doing here?
Yeah. Every Monday morning weigh-ins. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
You son of a yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So now they're doing their planning stage here, right?
Yep.
I do want to point out that they were using Polaroids
Yes.
on the.
Well,
on
what
the-
else would
on
they
the board.
have?
They can't use anything else.
They can't use anything else. They
They
can't.
can't use
They
anything.
didn't have digital cameras back then.
No,
No?
they didn't.
Well, but all the electronics are gone too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I do love the reference of the globe, right? Because that's usually what they have around them,
Mm-hmm.
right? They usually in the like their briefing room they have that globe. So
It's called the War Room, Jay Shot.
the war room.
room.
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
My mistake. War room, briefing room, situation room. What do you want to call it? Yeah.
Rogue is wearing Gambit's jacket.
Yep.
Mhm.
Roberto is wearing one of the team suits.
Yeah, that's weird too.
Yeah.
Because like, where did he get that? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
did they find it in a box in the attic that like just happened to be there? Like, what? Like that threw me for a loop. I'm like,
Meanwhile,
Jin-
Kurt
Jin-
has to teleport everybody to get their suits in Muir Island.
yeah, which is
Can I
against
throw out
it's
something
against his
crazy?
powers because he only has a 3-mile radius.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
Can I
like,
say
yes,
could it be Gambit's training uniform?
no, that's
no.
the New
That's-
Mutants version training
Okay.
suits.
All right.
Those
all
aren't
right.
the 90s Jim Lee ones. The 90s Jim
Okay.
Lee ones are
right.
different. They've got little thigh straps and
Okay.
yeah, it's
Damn,
a different
Jim-
setup.
J-Shot, you just got schooled.
No, I know. If I'm gonna get schooled, if I'm gonna get schooled by anybody, trust me, I'm
It's gonna be
okay with
Cheney.
this one. Yeah, it's gotta be Cheney.
Well, yeah, no, see, so if they were in the normal training suits, he was
Cheney,
his
do this,
suit
do
would-
this, do this, do this with the glasses. When he answers.
if
By the
it-
way,
his suit would look more like Forge's,
Yeah. All right.
but he's in his original New Mutants.
Rick Jones says Sunspot had this guy make his suit because he's rich. That's what he
Actually,
said. So
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give
There you
that
go.
to you, Rick Jones.
Yeah.
there
I'll
you go.
take that one.
I like this one. You're telling me Forge couldn't come up with a better camera, but his leg could beat EM Piece? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Why don't you think of a better camera, Forge? You know.
Oh man. And what else? What else is here?
So they talk. Well, this is and then next. I mean, like right after this, right? We get the infamous. We'll split the team up.
Yes. Gold
Right?
team and blue team.
Blue team, gold team. Yeah.
Which is a strange reference because it's like they never used it prior. So it was like there was, unless you like read the comics and knew the gold team
Mhm.
and blue team, like it's kind of like a weird kind of reference. Like,
Or collected the cards.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's You think they they never reference the teams in the old show?
No. They
No, I don't think they
because-
did.
No,
They never
because they didn't
never
have all the
split up.
members of each team.
That's true.
They still
'cause you
don't
would
have
have
all the
needed-
members.
Well, you would have needed like what was it, Archangel and Iceman and Psylocke.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't remember them referencing them as gold and blue back in the day.
I don't remember it either, and I don't think they usually split up in a big mission like that,
No.
Mm-mm.
right? And to me, I still think that's part of Bastion's plan.
For
Is
sure.
to have them split up.
Yeah.
Like I said, ideally, the thing to do is contact Magneto and be like, "Let's take care of this,
Mhm.
okay?" And then we need to sit down and have a talk.
Yeah.
After we take care of this, then like you and me will go. We'll go on like a little trip to the Savage Land again.
To the
and then
Savage
we'll-
Land.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of like talk this out because yeah.
So all right, so let's talk about that.
Talking
You're talking this over. Before we jump into that, let's talk about this because man, I know that you and I talked about this.
Mhm.
Henrock and chat too. Henrock Cheney. Do you guys think that Bastion planned on Magneto getting out and for some reason Charles returning, or do you think Magneto getting out was a shock and he had to change his plan?
I think he planned it. It was part of his plan.
I don't think it was
think
part of his plan.
I think Magneto getting out was not part of his plan. Like I think
I don't think it was part of his plan.
Yeah.
I think he was pissed off at what is she, a congresswoman?
Valerie Cooper.
Yeah.
But let's just say, what if he was still in prison? What would happen?
Well, yeah. Why did he keep him alive? That's my whole thing. Is why would you keep him alive and not eliminate that threat right away? Because
he's been such an enemy
arrogant.
to humans that it's like this is like your number one guy here. Like it's like, yeah, we're not just gonna like off him or anything. It's like, yeah, I want to kind of like hold him up as a trophy. Like this is, especially with the what's the word I'm looking for? Like how cocky Bastion is. Like, of course he's gonna be like, oh yeah, well, I'm keeping him. We've got him displayed up in here. I want to make him watch everything that I do. Like, yeah, no, this is my trophy. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
almost to say, hey, look, I achieved what you couldn't, or to make more Bastion comes out the hero, right? Because he makes it look like
because he
this was
captured
with
Magneto. Yeah.
right, and everything that happened was Magneto's fault.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was planning on Magneto escaping, and I think, because I think even like when we get past this and they go fight the Sentinels, Matt and I were talking too. I think those were new Sentinels that he had to make, right? Like there was a conversation as to whether or not those were.
I think he had
Sentinels
them.
that he hid them, but I think those were new Sentinels.
I think he had them like hidden in some protective juices that they came out of. So I want to go back then to
Let's go back.
So to this scene where he's talking to the body of his mom, right?
Mhm.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Zing.
He looks out to see the telephone pole,
Yep.
and he's like, finally, it's quiet.
Mhm.
And in the earlier episode where they were showing him in school, he was always struggling because he can hear all, like, I guess, the electricity.
Yeah, all the mechanics and all the yeah.
So that's why I think that he was holding on to Magneto, knowing that Magneto would do something drastic to cause the war.
Yeah,
So
possibly.
that's because he
Seemed like this is what he wanted.
Yeah, like he wanted Magneto to do something like this where he would basically shut down the power grid. Now, Bastion, who has that ability to control, electronics, basically he would be a god now because he's the only one who can control electronics.
Do you think he knows about Forge then?
Oh, he knows about Forge because he.
Oh, that's right. They were together. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
my
they were
God.
together.
Yeah. Totally forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah.
He totally knows about Forge.
Yeah. He did have contact with Nimrod from the future. Interesting.
Yeah, that's true too.
Interesting. Very interesting. So interesting. Yeah. No, that quiet was nice with the foreshadowing of the
Yeah,
the telephone pole and the buzzing. That was cool. Yeah.
and also
You said Angel. I totally forgot I bought Angel today and I could play with him. Yeah. So
oh yeah.
Mine's supposed to be delivered today. I wonder if it's going to show up. Let's see.
There was another thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, so when they were doing when Cable was talking about the future, where basically all mutants are enslaved, there was a scene where it shows Polaris older, but fixing the magnetic poles.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. So you're saying that again? So she's fixing the magnetic poles that he
Disrupted.
could have but there is a sense of urgency to fix those poles in this episode because doesn't Storm says after tonight there's no future. So
Right.
Polaris being older wouldn't fit the timeline. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She basically
Because
just said that it if they don't stop them now,
Yeah.
there's no turning back.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my reasoning for why I think he knew, like that was part of his plan was to have Magneto loose. So then also it would split up the team into two. Because
Well, the other thing too, like he's been making calculated decisions to poke Magneto this whole time.
yeah,
True.
Poke at him just to get him to, finally crack and like do something crazy. So
he did explain that, right? Bastion about
Mhm.
like who was not Trask. What's the other one? The one he admitted he's like, hey, you ruined my
Gyrick.
Gyrick. He's like, you ruined it when you try to assassinate Professor X, and
Yeah.
it created a
This thing's
unity, right? So
Yeah, I like that
He's-
Angel.
he's trying
I'm
to create
behind on this.
a war.
Mhm.
Go's asking who's getting a fax.
That's Henny's head. That's Henny's headset. That's how he's actually getting our messages right now. They're just getting faxed directly into his heads.
Mhm. That's why he's like concentrating so hard.
Yeah. He's got to read
He's-
it.
Yep.
So
Josh Brown says, I also don't think Magneto should be able to just turn everything back on. I agree with that.
I agree with it. I don't
I
think he's
think
gonna
it's
be
more-
able to.
I think it's more of like, the magnetic poles of the earth, like how it's like everything's held together.
Yeah.
Not like he's gonna turn the electricity back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's all messed up now anyway. So it's just like
Magneto's like, fine, walks down to the basement, flicks
Yeah.
the circuit breaker. Yeah. You happy
There you
now?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's again where the answer is, okay, let's find Magneto and assess this threat, and then when it's all said and done, then we can sit down and have a nice long talk.
Yeah. Man,
And then
do you need to sit down with a nice long talk? You keep bringing this up, man. You okay?
No, I'm just saying that's the logical, in my mind, that's the logical explanation to this. Not like let's bring the battle to Magneto and Bastion at the same time, and like wither down our forces here. Like,
Yeah, we've proven we can't take either one of them together. Let's split up.
yeah, exactly.
And worsen our chances. Thanks,
Also,
Cyclops.
where are all the other teams like X Factor and why?
Nah, dude.
It looks like they'd been disbanded because like Strong Guy was like hanging around in Genosha, and like who knows how many people were killed in Genosha.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was like a
Yeah.
lot of like mutants that were there that probably got killed. Yeah, who knows where Iceman is, because technically he was part of X Factor if we're going by the original cartoon.
Right.
Multiple Man was also in Genosha,
Genosha.
so we don't have any idea where Polaris and Havoc are. Quicksilver, no clue.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they kind of just summed it all up as to like, hey, everybody was on Genosha, and
For the most part, yeah.
yeah.
Having a party.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like when you're watching like a Spider-Man movie and you're like, and really the Avengers don't step in for this, like so
Cap is still looking for his shield.
yeah, Cap's right, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Cap could have helped
That was
had Rogue not went crazy.
that was rough. It was just like, dang, man, like it's
yeah.
a
He's
little
gotta go
harsh.
walk. He's got to go
And
walk.
he's got to take a walk. Yeah. And by the way, Iron Man's dead. So, Magneto killed him.
Yeah,
EMP, Iron Man's gone. So, thanks
So you
for that.
think he was in flight and he was like, oh shit.
Well, he shuts the reactor off. He
Yeah.
shuts his reactor off, so the metal hits his heart. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Oh shit. You know
Yeah.
what?
See, you're laughing. You're making jokes. The man's dead, Henrock.
Yep. Tony
dead.
Jesus
Tony
Christ.
is gone.
This
Tony
just got
passed.
really
Could
deep.
not
Got really dark.
We just
real
got really dark.
Yeah.
Magneto killed a man.
Yeah, that's why when Cyclops was like
oh man.
thousands dead, I'm like, no, you're a little low there.
Yeah, thousands dead. Just Tony. Yeah, it's just
Jesus.
so,
People in airplanes.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny because if you think about the people that like, the like Aborigines and stuff, and like people that don't use electricity, they're just like, I don't know.
They don't,
This
they
seems
don't
a lot-
know anything.
Yeah, there's lots of kind of quiet. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they had no clue.
Yeah.
Grub says, how many people did Magneto kill with that EMP? A lot.
A lot.
A
A lot of people.
Thou-
A lot,
thousands,
a lot.
A lot of people.
Yep.
I bet he
It's a lot
doesn't
of
regret
planes
it though.
in the sky. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you got to
But-
remember too. In '97,
But how
we
many
weren't flying
people
as
did he
much.
save with that
Exactly.
EMP too?
Exactly.
Yeah.
many
That
mutants did he
hospitals, incubators and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably all dead.
Well, maybe that doctor should have let Jean and or Scott and Madeline have their baby. So
That's
Yeah.
true.
you know.
Yeah,
Moral
million.
of the story: be nice to people.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: don't be a dick. What
Yeah.
X-Men has been teaching us since day one.
To our next segue, don't be a dick.
Dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Manscaped. Brought to you by. All right. Next
Don't be a
slide.
dick. Don't be a dick. Have a clean one. Brought to you by Manscaped. Yeah.
I also
yeah.
like when the two science bros over here are just talking about like, they could use a like what is it the dampening
pr-
technology
let-
or
The inhibitor.
the inhibitor, and Storm just gets really mad.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
Yeah. She's like, do you
Yeah.
remember when they locked me in a box with that collar on? Do you remember that? Because I do.
Yeah. Or when I didn't have power, 3 episodes ago. Yeah.
Mhm. I still don't comprehend how she got it back.
Yeah.
It's still like kind of like
Dude.
okay.
Of the Lord, of the God, just came
Oh,
down. She
Okay.
just prayed.
Yeah.
You just prayed.
She just prayed, and all of a sudden, it just came down. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then she was just in her classic suit. I was like, okay, I don't
Listen.
really understand what happened here, but
She had a mohawk, and then boom, hair.
That hair grew out.
Yeah.
That hair
I
grew.
don't
It's just-
get any of that part. Like
Yeah. The hair growing back was actually more unrealistic to me than her
Like,
getting her powers back.
it was legitimately such a good lead up to that too. Like I'm like, oh man, I wonder how they're gonna do this. And I'm just gonna crawl into a little mine shaft and then fly out with all my powers and my hair growing back in my classic costume. It's all good.
Yeah.
And we're like, yep, yeah, there's a big hairy blue guy. Yep, we believe this.
Yeah,
I was
the-
still
the-
crying over Gambit, and I just accepted it.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, wait. How are we gonna make people believe this? Well, in the previous episode, we're gonna kill somebody. They won't be paying attention.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they won't
yeah.
really care. They'll still be
Yeah,
in shock.
Yeah. Sure, Storm got her powers back. Nobody cares.
Actually, I am sad about Gambit, but I was also really sad about Leech. He
Yeah.
didn't deserve that.
He never deserves anything that happens to him.
No.
He was just,
Diggs. Somehow, Storm's powers return.
Exactly. Thank you. I thought I was the
Someone-
only one
wait.
there for a while.
Wasn't there someone who said, what do we even know if Leech spoke German? Because there's Magneto trying to save this
right.
boy, and Magneto
Yeah.
says the German thing to like, "Don't be afraid," and Leech is
and
like,
he's just like,
I
"Huh?"
don't know. What he's
So,
saying
he
right
looked
now.
at the other mutes. He's all, "What did he say?
What did he say?
He's like-
Oh, my eyeballs are on fire. Yeah.
Oh, what are you saying?
What did he say?"
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Oh, we're terrible people.
Yeah.
God. Don't be a dick.
don't be a dick.
What did he even say?
Oh, my
Ro could have
God.
put that collar on for Gambit. Well,
Yeah, this is true.
it's not always about being skin deep, though. Remember that. So
Yeah.
you
Moral of the story.
I
that's
thought
right.
moral of the story was don't be a dick.
Oh, that
Moral-
too.
Yeah, that's too.
Yeah.
That's too. All right. So they think work on the inhibitor. Storm says
Yeah.
nope. I think not. Yeah, Storm
Yeah,
says
yeah.
no. And then we get this nice little pick a side
Yeah.
scene here.
I don't
we're-
blame Rogue at all.
No,
No,
she's
no.
very legitimate in her, like
No.
she's very validated for her feelings. It's like,
Mhm.
where were you? Oh yeah, you were off getting fed grapes in space when all
Right.
of this went down.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't really feel comfortable with you calling the shots right now. I just don't. Like,
Yeah. And then she continues her tirade from there, right? Like, oh, Jean died, been there, done that.
Yeah.
And you can almost see Jean's face be like, how rude. Like,
yeah, like, well, she's not wrong. So
yeah, but also like, come on, And then she does Morph really dirty with the Morph wasn't on the team 30 minutes before we let him go.
Which is a callback
Yeah.
to the first episode.
oh
Yep.
my god. Ah,
yeah, no, I mean, really, when like I've done this before, but when you really break it down and actually question some of Xavier's actions, you're like,
yeah.
who the hell
Magneto
let this
was
guy?
right.
Well, no, it's like, who the hell let this guy like gather up a bunch of people's kids and go, all right,
Yeah.
we're gonna go fight
Yeah.
other evil mutants because I want us all to be happy together somehow. But yeah, I'm gonna take your children and we're gonna go do these crazy things. And yeah.
Gonna go on an adventure.
But
Yeah.
he never pitched it as an army, right? I mean, he was pitched it
It's a
as
school.
a school.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, those who wanted to fight could fight, right? Like, I think that's how he gets
So
away
it's
with
not,
it.
It's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. They chose to do it.
Yeah, I've been teaching them this for so long, so it was their decision to come along with it. I mean,
Right.
This is straight up child abuse.
Yeah.
This is what
Right?
it is. Dude, this is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is
Yeah.
that is
What's-
one
what-
thing.
What's that Batman phrase? You're long enough to see yourself be the villain.
yeah.
That is one thing though that I will say. Like in the movies, they made it a school where it was actually like students there.
Mhm.
But like when I was reading the comics and watching the show, I'm always like, it's a school, but it's always like the
it's
same 7 people in that mansion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Or that's when the mansion isn't decimated.
yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
it's always like getting decimated for some reason. It's like,
Oh,
why would you let your kids go to a school that's been
Blown up.
obliterated like multiple times? It's like, hold on, wait a minute. Like you got a letter from where? The Xavier
Yeah.
Institute for Gifted Youngsters. Okay,
that was on
understand.
fire last week.
Yeah, no, so I understand you got powers. We're gonna work through this. Like we'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
You
Yeah.
stay
How many times the Juggernaut freaking demolished that?
Yeah,
school?
it's like how many times have we seen that place like completely annihilated on the news, or see Xavier students fighting other mutants? Like, I think you're best off. I think we're gonna figure it out here at home. Okay, I'm not sending you there. That's not
Right.
happening.
To be fair, I will say though, I think this is why Colossus is not in the active team because he
'Cause
is
he's always-
always preparing the house.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like Colossus is always like at 5 minutes. He's like, hello. You need me come back rebuild? I'm just at bank. I'll come back and rebuild school. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Just
like
at the
Borat.
bank. Yeah. No, Colossus is always at the bank. You don't like you remember that?
Always at the
That's
bank.
one of the best episodes is when they
Yeah.
introduce Colossus and he keeps getting blamed for stuff. He's getting carried away by the cops and he literally goes, what are you doing? I was at bank. Like he literally says I was at bank.
Yeah,
It's the best. It is the absolute best.
getting blamed for Juggernaut's.
but- Yeah, but to be fair, Cheney, there is no parent school. There's no parent night at
Yeah.
Xavier School. The same way there's no parent night at Hogwarts,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
like they know their audience. They're like, listen, just send your kid here and hope for the best.
Yeah,
So
yeah. My wife just pulled up a pretty interesting comment
let's
there.
say, oh, sorry, because you wouldn't hand your kid over. Because you wouldn't hand over your kid if they had some crazy power. Could you imagine our kids on fire because his man doesn't want to clean it?
To be fair, I have set my room on fire too.
I mean, any kid could technically set their kid on a room on fire. However, we're also missing a very key factor here, right? Hi, I'm Charles Xavier. I'd like your take kid to come to my school. No thanks. Hi, I'm Charles Xavier. I'd like to take your kid to my school.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a great
Mark,
idea.
That's a great idea. I mean,
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Now that they're digging into Xavier's motives a little bit more, it
Yeah.
makes way more sense.
just saying.
So
That's how he gets donations, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colossus,
I mean, they got
Pays for everything.
Colossus, go to the bank so we can pay for the school. I must go to the
He's all,
bank.
we're-
must go to bank.
Yeah, he's all, we're holding a fundraiser tonight.
Hey.
You guys can attend or not. I'm gonna be there. So yeah. How did I get all this money? I don't know.
Yeah.
They gave it to me. They gave it to me. You know,
Now,
Oh, yeah,
granted, it,
baby from the
Yeah.
Incredibles.
all right, point made.
Oh wait, I didn't even see this one from Philly. When she says none of you were there on Genosha, Nightcrawler is standing right there.
What?
It hard to turn
Nightcrawler,
your back on him.
Nightcrawler missed half of it. He got knocked out. He didn't see all of it.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's
you know,
true. He was knocked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but like to that point though, why isn't Nightcrawler feeling the same way as Rogue?
Right.
You know, Well, but you know what? That's
He
Nightcrawler's
is-
Christian's upbringing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Turn
That's
the
what
other
I
cheek.
was
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, those Germans, they're known for their forgiveness.
saying. 9.
9. look at Macho.
Oh, geez, I'm so glad we're doing the stream on my channel tonight.
It's on mine too.
It's on his.
It's on mine too. I take the risk.
How many people you have over there?
On mine or on his?
Yeah, on yours.
Oh, probably less than 9, I'm sure.
Less than 9.
Less than 9.
Less than.
Sure of it.
But I did predict this when I saw Rogue was wearing that classic uniform. Isn't that her villain uniform?
It's like it's like
Yeah.
her turncoat costume for sure.
Yeah.
That's when she absorbed
Coat costume.
Marvel
Yeah.
Mhm.
powers. That suit. Yeah.
Which I'm still mad that I missed out on that pre-order.
Don't worry about it. You'll find it in store.
Yeah. I got one
Mm.
watching now, and that was when I opened it up on the other screen. So nobody's watching on my channel. It's okay.
Okay.
That's all right.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's all
Fair
right.
enough.
No.
Uh,
Somebody brought this up too. I want to take credit for this because this is way smarter than anything I could bring up. With Asteroid M floating there, you have the Aurora Borealis behind it, which means that he can bring back the magnetic poles if he needs to.
Oh yeah.
mhm.
That's kind of showing his power there, which is interesting. I never would have thought of that. So, but
That's a
Yeah.
flex.
it's a flex, huge flex, huge flex. God, we're not even halfway through the episode.
I know.
Yeah, and then Sunspot. Does anybody care that Sunspot goes with him?
I
Not really.
actually don't blame him because he joined the team when Magneto was the leader. He never even met Xavier.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
no
That's a good point.
no
He has no
prior
ties.
reference, so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
plus, like he saw his like mom turn on him and stuff, so he's like,
True.
all right, yeah, no, like these guys don't understand, and
Yeah,
Magneto's been here for me the whole time, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I like how this freeze frame you got where Magneto's like, "We're going,
Yeah,
let's
we're
go."
going.
Yeah, we're
He's
going.
like-
You guys want to dance? Let's
You want
dance.
anybody else? Anybody
The
else?
Yeah.
door. The
All right,
door
we'll
is
see you
open.
later.
And then
Yeah.
he,
See you later.
I love it because it floats back. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
door's open.
Yep.
Doors open. We'll
Yeah.
see you later. I love this. Everybody, Magneto was right. Good, Matt. Good hearts.
Oh,
Good hearts. Magneto was right. Look at that. I can't
Mhm.
wait. I can't wait. I need a Magneto was right. I want a Magneto was right shirt before
I want that too. Yeah.
Comic Con.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of them there.
Yeah. And I love they brought back President Kelly. Haven't seen him
Yep.
in a while. Good to
Mhm.
see him. And we got an Astro playing White House. That's nice.
Yeah, and he's just like, you're crazy, you're a madman. What like number one, like you faked your death. This is
Yeah.
this is pretty low, Xavier.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Yeah. And now this is like really, really bad, and now you're telling me to look the other way.
Again.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been nice if they had like Bill Burr to voice him or somebody from Boston with that accent,
Mm, I didn't
like a
even think about
Kennedy
that.
accent.
yeah.
To do the Kennedy accent.
Yeah.
Well, was he? I always thought he was based off of President Bush Sr.
Mm.
That's who I always thought he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I totally skipped on this scene.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The finally
Summers.
the Summers and the insult back to Bryan Singer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you expecting
Finito's.
leather?
You expecting black leather? Yeah.
Goes here. Wear this. Gonna take you for a ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice though. That suit that he had on, it's a darker blue.
Hello there.
And,
That's what I was waiting for.
and he doesn't have the yellow thong.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh.
good. That's good. No,
I
that's a
thought
good
it.
thing.
I thought it looked off.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Believe me, we don't want the yellow thong.
Well, so the without the thong makes him just the man from Borneo. It doesn't make him the wild man from Borneo. The yellow thongs
Yeah.
what makes him the wild man from Borneo.
No, the yellow thong is I'm gonna take you for a ride. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
And
suit
then-
up scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I guess because their suits were destroyed at the mansion, they had to wear their old suits because they're at Muir Island. I don't know. This was weird to me.
I'm trying
Well,
to
so-
get the
Did you think
the
it was
suit
weird?
shot.
Storm was like,
that they were
I'm
already wearing-
I'm already in Viola.
well, but like,
Like, oh,
then
what a
they're
coincidence.
all wearing it. They're all wearing it, and then
Yes.
they have this shot again. Like, there's doubles of these, but no one had doubles of the other suits.
You don't think it's weird that they're all like it has the wigs?
No.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So no one thinks it's weird that they're suited up like the Konami game and headed to Asteroid M, just like the Konami game.
Oh, I took it as Pride of the X-Men, the
yeah.
original.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that game was supposed to come out with that.
With Pride of the X-Men.
Yeah.
It was support for Pride of the X-Men.
Yeah.
But you know what? They got me. I bought
Yeah.
I bought
you bought
Marvel
it.
Girl.
You went out and bought it.
Yeah, because that's the only one I didn't have, and the Cyclops. In
And the brown suit Wolvie was one of the first legends I bought when I got back in.
mm-hmm.
So
Same here. Same here.
yeah.
Man, Beast Boy got me that as my first
Yeah.
Marvel Legend.
Yeah.
Rogue,
Oh,
Rogue is already wearing the costume though.
what up, RMD? But they all are though at this point. That's what I'm saying. They're all wearing the
No.
costumes already.
No, not
Yeah.
at that point. They're yeah.
She's
Yeah,
wearing
they're-
it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just adjusting his gloves, and she took that off for some reason.
Yeah.
He's readjusting his visor. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that shot though, the visor.
It's cool. I mean, suit up shots are always kind of
Yeah.
fun though.
Yeah.
She's wearing the gloves. She's already
Yeah, she's wearing it. She's in it. She didn't take the wig because
Yeah.
But yeah, is it weird though that B still has feelings for the Sentinel lady thing?
well, because he believes that they can bring back their humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a
I don't.
fool.
Maggie Hart says, why does the mannequin need a wig though?
I mean, if
So it looks like them.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because otherwise they could get confused and Wolverine be like, "This fits weird," and
Yeah. Yeah.
he'd be wearing
Yeah.
Marvel
Or,
Girl's outfit.
or Storm's just like,
Uh,
these don't fit me.
yeah.
So it thinks it's weird that the janitor has a suit as well. I mean,
Janitor. That was.
He's talking about Xavier's.
I know.
it is.
That would be amazing, though. There's this whole suit up scene, and then you just see like a mop come up.
Yeah,
like,
and he's just got Xavier's suit on.
It's
He's all,
just-
oh. Mm.
Xavier comes over and he's like, "Where's my suit?"
Yeah, he like rolls over in his chair. He's all,
Yeah.
where's my suit at?
Yeah.
He's just like,
To me, by X-Men.
yeah, the guy's all,
These boots were made for walking.
Thanks, Dr. Jan Itor.
is he wearing my suit?
Is he wearing this?
So yeah, just
Lalandra would never let him get away with this.
just give me 1 second. 1 second. Do you prefer if it's washed because it could take a little bit longer? I just put it on like an hour ago. I swear. I had no idea you guys were coming back here. So
Sorry.
yeah. It's not like a normal thing. Like,
Right.
I
Gene's
kinda-
reaching for the suit. He goes, no. I wore that one yesterday. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So it's not like a normal thing. I kind of cycled through them all.
Right.
Oh God.
I like what Grumps just said. It's weird that
It would have been better if Xavier's had like this beautiful lock of hair. You know,
Oh my God.
he also
put one
had
of the
hair.
wigs.
That's
the
what
wrong wig
Xavier.
on the-
That's why they have wigs, so Xavier can come over and put wigs on and see what it
Go,
feels
go
like.
back to the mannequin shot again. Is Xavier's
try it.
also the tallest one too?
I
By the
hope
way,
so.
I'm just
I
Oh,
hope
no.
so.
I'm curious.
God, I hope so.
I have to let it play.
Oh.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah, he's the tallest one.
It is the tallest one.
It's taller than Wolverine's.
You know what? This episode is really making me come around on Magneto. I'll tell you.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
What a jerk.
Oh man.
Yes, Chewie, that was 100% a Scrub reference by Good Hearts. 100%.
Oh man.
Yep, he's taller than Scott.
Spike,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's wow.
I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Is he actually like, he's like, I just made them correct.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think he's like, make my mannequin bigger than the rest. They're like, are you sure about that, Charles? Oh, it has to be. I'm much taller than the rest of the X-Men by far.
Banshee's like, why am I doing this anyway? Like, what? This isn't my job. You're the only one that's here, Banshee. Just do it.
I always like
the bagpipes.
Don't make me call Moira again.
Yeah.
whenever I see like these suit ups with the mannequins and then the suits are on the mannequins, I'm like, that is just not practical at all.
Oh yeah. No, there's definitely got to be like some noise in the background of like the mannequin arm like clinking around and falling off, right? Like it should be another shot where it's just a pile of mannequin pieces.
There's two ways to do this. All right. Number one, you just get rid of the other 5. You have one, and there's shelves in there with each suit, or each one is a designated locker with their names on it. They open it up, they pull it out off the hanger. Let's go. This takes way too much time.
Wait, we're missing something.
Oh, that is true. Why did they use that?
I didn't want to bring that up.
They used Storm's skin tone. They could have just made it the rest of the mannequins.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? It's right. Attention to detail on Charles's part. He's
yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
That must have been an interesting phone call.
Yeah. To get it right. Yeah. You can't
I'd like to put in a custom order.
Custom mannequin.
Where's Beast mannequin?
He doesn't get one. He just wears underwear. He wears underwear, dude.
I wear my lab coat like that.
Yeah. Well, he had that backpack in the last season, so yeah.
They should have had at least like Gambit's mannequin in there too.
No, he's dead now. He doesn't count.
They destroyed it.
Yeah. They self-destruct if one of the members of the team dies.
That green light on top turns red, and then it just drops.
It just burns. It fills with flame. Yeah.
What is Gambit's
and then George Michael Freedom plays.
Freedom.
Does anybody know Gambit's secondary or suit?
His original one's really close to what he's always had, due to the fact that he's like a super hype 90s character. So they've tried like different iterations of it like later on, and just none of them really quite hit the spot like that one did. I think the other one that like really looked good was when he was in the training suit with the trench coat. That was cool too. But yeah,
I also like that they got Wolverine's height for his mannequin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to. He's a short guy.
You have to. So okay, according to like the Marvel database, Professor X is 6 foot tall.
Okay.
Now,
wait, is the Marvel database go figure go?
No. I looked up the Marvel fan because Go put that in there. I wanted to look it up. So
then why does Professor X's mannequin look taller than Cyclops?
Well, so that's what I want to look up now. I want to get a direct comparison.
Perspective.
If it's perspective, it should look way smaller.
Yeah,
he should be smaller because he's further away to the right.
Yeah. It shouldn't look taller. Yeah. I mean, Professor X's mannequin has got to be tipping like 6'6", 6'7". Yeah,
and he was an equestrian. It's not like he was playing basketball back in the day, if we remember correctly. So, he was riding horses.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that we would be on this shot that long.
This long? I'm still picturing what Cheney said. I'm still picturing Professor X on the phone going, okay, I'm going to give you a CMYK number. This way I want the color to match perfectly. I can't get in trouble for this. Yeah.
And they're just all, so your mannequin is how big? 6'9".
Yeah.
That's the size of a mannequin that I need.
Yeah. Make sure those boots are extra comfortable for walking. Look at Go Figure Go says, I wish I had a detail for all my outfits.
Right?
That'd be great.
My God.
it's so good.
Did I miss the shot with the hanger?
How much? I think it's coming up next. How wild
No, it
would
would
Beast
just
mannequin
be
be?
it
So
would
much
just
blue
be a
fur?
plain gray like mannequin with underwear on. That's it.
Not based off of everything else. It wouldn't be. If he's being fair. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So
Oh,
this was crazy. There was so much detail in this hanger.
Yeah.
So much that I didn't know.
Oh, dude!
Uh,
The second this popped up, I was all nice.
I missed it. I gotta be honest with you. I missed it. Like I
This
missed
was
the
my favorite of the whole episode. Like I looked over, I was all sweet Toy Biz
s-
Wolverine bike.
Yeah, I saw the
Okay.
bike. I saw the bike, and then I saw the Blackbird with the space thrusters, right? So that didn't blow up.
But they don't have like Wolverine's signature Jeep, which is unfortunate. But
keep this up, and someone's gonna want Legends of the Mannequins. No articulation.
No articulation, just
yeah, just
give us the mezcos of the mannequins.
yeah, just the cases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
What was it? The Jeep is probably in the mansion.
That's true. The G's
Oh,
probably in the mansion.
destroyed. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but they did the breakdown, right? They did this was the Blackbird they said looks more like it was from the movie, from the movie Blackbird.
Okay.
Supposedly this was the Rolls Royce that Charles drives in the earlier episodes when they do the flashback.
Mhm.
I don't remember what the other car is. You got the Toy Biz Wolverine Cycle, which is just ridiculous and awesome. This chair they said looks more like actually like the Marvel Legends chair.
Yeah,
The yellow chair.
the yellow chair.
The blue chair, I guess, is more. Was that more for like an attack fighting type of style chair?
I
what they
guess.
said?
I don't know.
The red Corvette or the red convertible was more like the
That's Rogue's car.
Rogue's car, right? From when they drive to the mall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's different from the Marvel Legends.
that blue one.
Maybe
is
that's
definitely Marvel
the-
Legends.
Maybe the yellow one is like part of the X-Men chair. I wonder
Maybe.
what part of the X-Men chair. looks
Oh
like.
yeah, that could be it.
And then the motorcycles, though, in the back, one of the motorcycles they said was reminiscent of the
X-Men
motorcycles
Evolution.
X-Men Evolution. Yeah, and then there was another one that where the other motorcycle was something else. I don't remember, but I was like, oh my god, I totally like missed this scene completely. But there's a ton of little.
Have you guys
detail in
seen
this
the
one.
meme where it's like it has like Scott and Jean together and Wolverine standing off, in the front in the foreground, and it's like X-Men the animated series, X-Men 97, and then Wolverine is X-Men Evolution, just like all by himself. Like
I did see the meme with from the end of today of this episode though, where has the frame.
Looking at
it's just the skeleton, the adamantium skeleton in the frame.
oh, damn. Oh,
That was a good one. I wish I saved that.
People are hurt. People are unhinged.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but this was cool. And
this is cool.
I'm glad
Yeah.
Beast doesn't have to build another Blackbird. for this
Another?
mission.
How many Blackbirds we go through this season?
That was the
just so-
third one that blew up. Is what Gene
It's
said.
so crazy because like I was talking to Kevin the other day, and like the pacing of this show is so fast.
It
Like,
is really
this
fast.
whole episode felt like a long recap.
Mhm.
Like there's
Yeah.
so much crammed into it. And we were talking about certain things like I don't even know what episode that's from because everything is such like in my memory it's like so jumbled because
jumbled
the
in,
pacing
yeah.
is so fast. Like I was like, okay, wow, oh, we're moving here. Oh, well, okay, oh, and then we're just gonna end it right there. All right, that was an episode.
Yeah, he's got Charles has so much money that he can have another base like this with that much floor space.
Mhm.
That's a lot of floor space.
Think
lot
about
of
how many
floor space.
toys we could fit in that room.
Seriously. Oh man, yeah, I agree with Kev. All killer, no filler.
It's the way to have a show. It's the way to have a
Oh,
show. Let's do-
Josh Brown says only 32 Blackbirds were produced at 34 million a pop. Says
Oh
Google.
my god.
That's how rich he is.
Yeah. Well, how rich Magneto is now because he
Oh,
inherited
yes,
it all.
Right, he inherited. That's right. Yeah.
Well, technically, now that Charles is back, does he? Can he
No, they
claim?
I don't think it works that way.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
gotta
like
prove-
he inherited it, and then it's like, well, actually, I faked my death, so I want all my money back. You did what?
he
I
says-
faked my death because I wanted to go live with my alien girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it works like that. Why?
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you got to do is go down to the New York probate office and get
Yeah.
your life,
Oh.
your life. Yeah, Jimmy's
Jimmy's
the
here.
trademark guy. Got to tell you what to do. You got to go down to this office.
Yeah.
You go
Hook
C1947
up to Sully.
form. Yeah,
First, you got to fill out the paperwork for here.
right.
Then go to room C9. There'll be a girl in there. Her name's Melissa. You go
Right.
talk to her, and she's going to give you another stack of papers that you got to fill out.
Right.
That's the one in there that you're going to talk about faking your death. And
Yeah.
then after that, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks and then go downtown again.
Right.
Yeah, it's
But don't forget, Melissa's only there every other Tuesday from 4 to 4:15. So you got to catch her in that window because she goes on break from 4:15 to 4:45, and then she goes home because she's got to think with a kid that the break. Well, don't ask. So
and none of the other ones in there, none of them do any work.
nobody else
Melissa's the
knows what it
only
is. Melissa's the only one. Every other Tuesday, 4 to 4:15.
Everybody else just hands you paperwork. It says fill it out. They won't help you. Melissa
They
will
will
help
help
you.
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. That is old money. Today's money is like 300 million a pop. God.
Yeah.
I like this, Josh Brown. I'm not gonna figure out 97 money. No. It's just gonna make us sad. It's just gonna make us sad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're 90 minutes into this, and we're only at the hangar. So
All right, let's get to.
let's get to the good stuff.
Okay.
All right,
So the
this is-
X-Men split up. They go. One team goes after Magneto. One team goes after Bastion.
Yes, and then JJ, you said that these are brand new Sentinels.
I think they're brand new Sentinels because he's all wired in and they're all wired to him. I think he's making
Mhm.
them, or he's made these Sentinels to make other Sentinels, right? You got robots making robots. I think at this point he has become the master mold.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, we got something going on.
Look at, wait, you can't mess with the probate. My Uncle Thumper had a problem with his probate. He got to take these big pills.
Oh man.
It sounds like a Dario sentence. I'm not gonna lie.
No one not care that this is the first time we see Wolverine's
No,
motorcycle.
we all did. Yeah, we all did.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we were talking about
We all
that.
did. We all cared about it. You
it
must
was
have
like the
walked
first thing
away
we pointed out.
No, it was Toy Biz, not Hasbro. It was Toy Biz.
with this. Yeah.
I only remember because I had it, and it was ridiculous because he had a headlight, and then it flipped over, and he had an unmasked version of his face.
Yeah, that was the thing that bothered me about that bike. Why is his
It
face
was
like
so strange.
Doing this. Who's wearing a-
Yeah, and he just saw.
his face looks like get me out of here.
Look, Machu, look it up and bring it up because it's that good to look
All
at.
right, hold
Like,
on, hold on.
I got it, Macho. I got it.
You got it.
the-
You got it.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, like you have to see the bike in all of its glory to understand. Like it is a thing of sheer nightmares. It's like
I'm shared nightmare.
HasLab, baby, let's
Was-
do it.
Was it one of those bikes where you pull it back and it zooms forward?
no, it had the flipping function for the
Uh.
headlight and face, and then I think the claws.
The claws are on the side of the wheels.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then they
Oh
like
my
moved
God.
out so he could slash things with his
All right.
bike. He didn't need his, real claws, just he would use it with his bike.
And
You
if
got it,
anybody
Jay?
wants it, I'm pulling it up on eBay. It's only $9. So
Better get it now.
better get it now.
Oh
It's
my
gonna go
god.
up. Look at this. What the hell? Kill
Oh, it's
me.
amazing.
Wait, you
Oh,
didn't
it's
bring
not,
it
oh,
up.
it's not. I'm sorry.
I don't
I
see
forget.
it.
That up.
No.
All right,
I
set it
forget
up
that you
for.
gotta hit. I forget you gotta hit 97 buttons now to share.
Yeah, I
on.
got it.
Okay,
Oh.
you got it. All right,
Yep.
share. All right, so it's $9.
There it is.
Right
There
here it is. Look at the chrome it comes with. A little like
Yeah.
fake chrome, and then
Yep.
the undercarriage, and then bang, kill
Yeah.
me.
Oh my god, his
kill me
face!
now.
Face is in there.
I told
For the
you,
love
it's
of
his
God.
face.
Kill
Why is his
me.
face in there.
It
Yeah,
looks
wait,
like
hold
Nobody knows.
Kill me.
Somebody killer.
Somebody kill me, please.
Get me out of here.
I don't think this one has the masked version.
No.
It doesn't look like it has the mask.
Well, no, it's just a headlight behind it. So
Oh,
you
it's
flip
just a
it
headlight?
over and it's just a normal
Ah.
headlight.
It doesn't look like Logan. It just looks. It looks.
Yeah,
like,
it's not a masked version of his face. It's just a headlight. So there's
Oh, it's just
it
a
would make
headlight.
more sense if it was the masked version, but no, we went with
Yeah.
unmasked. I'll still never understand this decision in my whole life. Like,
yeah.
And it's accurate because look at that face. Like that's same mold. So like a hair.
yeah, I
Sorry.
don't see anything.
Same mold. That's the same mold on that one.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
They just cut it off and put it in.
Yep. Yeah, look, there it is. Yeah, that's that is the stuff of nightmares.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And Cheney has it in card. Look at that.
Cheney has it in card?
Look.
Oh god, look at that.
Look at that, man. Yeah,
Wow.
Classic.
Look at that. Didn't Freddy Krueger do the same thing in the movie?
Yeah.
You gotta let me know if it's on black screen.
I see it. Chat, let us know
Nope,
if you're not
it's-
seeing it.
It's Sentinels. It's
Yep.
Sentinel.
Uh,
So,
yeah, you're
That's
good
what
to
our
go.
houses looks like.
excuse me.
So then we get Morph has his new suit, which is weird.
Mhm.
But I guess they said it's closer to how it is in the comic. And
He
I guess the
really didn't
shoulder
need a
pad-
new suit.
No, he
He
didn't.
really
Yeah.
didn't. He didn't.
You could put on anything.
Like, it's
No, but now they're gonna
honestly-
sell. Now they're gonna sell the figure like this.
Well,
so-
I think what they did is like the X-Men kind of stood around. And he was just standing there, like looking like, I don't really have a classic suit, and just kind of like threw some stuff together. Here, put this on, bud. And he was like, all right. Cool.
Or are we
He just-
missing the whole chance that he's just naked and that's just him morphing into what it could look like?
That's entirely possible. Yeah.
Right?
Like he
he's
he like goes to the
Yeah.
restroom and comes back. He's all, look at my classic suit.
yeah.
I
yeah.
have shoulder pads.
I got shoulder
Protection.
pads.
Yeah.
And then Beast is like morph your thigh. Beast, stop sniffing people's butts. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Oh, my stars and garters.
Wow.
Hi, your junk is showing. Yeah.
Morph, you son of a. I can smell you.
This was a cool scene. It was
This was
cheesy,
real
but
moment.
like great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sister
it was
moment.
like,
what was
all
it?
right, let's kick butt.
Make them mind your weather and make them
And-
weather your minds. Yeah.
Yep.
It was a cool scene.
Which is weird because she's using her previous connection with Madeline with Jean now.
Yeah.
It's like I think I mean, you can remember those moments, so right,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip over all that.
Mhm.
Just-
Yeah.
Oh,
There
it
we
is.
go.
There it is. Morph
There you
smash.
Where's Chewie?
Hold on, let me scroll back to the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This whole thing with him being able to use the powers of the people he turns into still grinds my gears.
Morph
But
smash.
is it more like the physical abilities if they can, right?
He could never do
Well,
it before.
Cheney,
But
wait,
I would-
hold on, Cheney. Cheney, let's just go back to the wait, hold on. I want to take this back with more. What's your? Are you still have?
No,
still
I
have
like
bad feelings about Morph? Like,
I like this morph
Hold on
actually.
here.
This is
Yeah.
a
Okay.
completely
so you
different morph.
changed.
Well, no, it's a
So you-
different morph completely than the original animated series. Like the character is completely different from the one.
He's not
before.
as annoying as the other.
So you're
one.
back
Not
in.
even
You're all
close.
for Morph, right?
I wouldn't say I'm all for him, but he doesn't annoy me to the point of where I have to walk out of the room. Like I'm like, oh, that was actually kind of funny what he did right
Yeah.
there. Like he's kind of likable. Yeah, like I'm there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like Team Morph, but I don't hate him by any means. Now the original '90s X-Men Morph, I don't know why they went back to save him. Like it was a waste of everybody's time. Like he came back evil, so that's even more of a reason. Just put him down. Put the guy out of his misery already. He's
Just take him up the hill and just.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's books where Wolverine had to do that before, where it's like, hey, this mutant is way too powerful to be alive, and
We were
Xavier's like,
literally talking about that today.
it's like, go just go take him somewhere,
Oh my
put him out of
God.
his misery, and we're all gonna forget about it. You're
Boy.
the one that can live through whatever he's gonna do, so just go do that. Yeah, and that's in the original series. It's like, yeah, why do you guys care about him? He's horrible.
Yeah. After
Well,
this episode, we're gonna need. After this episode, we're gonna need a Cheney was right shirt.
Yeah. Now this more from this show, yeah.
Cheney was
okay.
already.
No, Ernie's not like even a fraction of as annoying as freaking more from the original '90s cartoon. Like, there's
I hated that
Morph-
laugh, that morph laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. Let it kind of like, flow through your brain a little bit. And you're like, you know what? I really didn't. Cheney might be right. I really didn't like him at all. This guy, he's likable. He's funny. He's cool. Like, yeah, I don't mind this one at all.
I know. No Chewing has a cricket. So, No Chewing. We need a Cheney was right, and it's got to have the morph from the '90s head on it with the circle and the X through it. So,
Is there a shot of him like dead on the floor that you could put on there
Oh
instead?
my God.
Like from the show? I think that would be better.
Oh my God.
When he's blasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. His
like-
blasted body.
I'm sorry. I think Cyclops made the right call on that one. It's like he's pretty much worthless, Wolverine. Like, just get over
It was
it.
either him or the whole team.
Yeah, it's like either the most annoying guy on the team gets axed, or we all die. So,
But we only knew him for 30 minutes.
oh
Get him
well,
back.
yeah.
Wolverine had an
Wolverine made it
attachment to
sound like
him.
Wolverine made it sound like I knew him for like 30 years. It was just
Well,
crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
if the first few episodes of the show indicated anything, Morph was turning into somebody for Wolverine to, So yeah. Anyway, so
But like going that.
oh, Cheney left. We talked too much about Morph. Cheney left.
And
so,
you see,
Yeah.
Morph set him off, man.
I would
Morph.
like to think that Sinister like manipulated his
Yeah.
powers
I think
to where it's like to this extent that he can basically control like if their power is physical, maybe he can morph his muscle tissues inside his
Yeah.
body to be that strong too. Just like with having Quicksilver's ability to move really fast, that would be all like it's not like he's tapping into the Speed Force.
Right.
It's fast switching muscles.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
That's what I like to think. 'Cause they
Either
never
way-
explain.
Either way, this is what it is. This is what happens in this universe. So
Yeah,
we're gonna run with it.
I'm
It's
just not
okay.
going to question it like how Storm got her powers back because I'm still sad about Gambit
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
Leech.
I'm still sad about Gambit and Leech.
Mhm. What did he just say?
Does anybody speak German? Not a single translator amongst us.
Where was Kurt?
Zig,
Yeah.
Kurt was zapped at that point, I think.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, so we get that.
Mike Leeson. Yeah.
We get Hulk. Well, Morph turning
Morph
into Hulk.
smash.
Yeah,
Yep.
Morph smash, baby.
Yeah, we got more Sentinel destruction, which is
Mhm.
always good.
I like what did B say here? What is the sound of one hand clapping?
One hand clapping. Yeah.
That's like a straight up Dave Chappelle joke.
It's so good.
What does the hand say to the face?
Yeah. That would have been better. I don't think Dave
Oh.
Chappelle was out yet at this
I don't-
point.
Oh yeah,
No.
you're- no.
Yeah.
No,
No,
not
Dave
even close.
Chappelle's like 2 years later, 3 years,
Mhm.
years later.
Oh, bad.
It would have been better if Beast says it here, and then they show a scene like years later, and Beast goes, "He stole my joke."
Yeah. Dave, you son of a bitch.
Damn, you son of a beast! Yeah, you stole my joke.
So this is the last time we see Cable before he actually turns, right? Like he gets blasted into like the
Oh,
woods.
oh, look,
Not good.
guys, we got I'm actually by Josh Brown. Men in Tights was 93, so Dave Chappelle was out.
Oh,
He's the
yeah.
thing.
Well, I thought you were referencing his show, but
His
Uh,
show, yes.
yeah.
Rick James,
Rick James.
skit.
Well, Josh, either nail in the coffin or retract your previous statement. Find out when that episode aired.
yeah.
All right, so then
Yeah, this
So
scene with
this
Cable
whole-
turning, it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of bothered me.
it came like so it went into this scene of Gene fighting Sinister, and then they go into the bowling alley. Well, let's first talk about Sinister fighting like this, because we've never seen him fight like this,
No.
Right.
right? Like where he's
Yeah.
like dodging and
Moving?
like where he's moving. Like we were talking about this in the car, right? Like
Yeah.
in the old cartoon, you never saw Sinister like you only saw either his back or his front. You never saw him moving and turn. And like I remember like one of the earlier episodes of 97, if like people were watching and they made a whole big thing about like, oh my god, Sinister actually turned because it was a pain in the ass to draw his cape
Yeah.
or those long I don't
And then
know,
he
Vertical.
has a weakness to
optic blasts.
the Summers Brothers powers. Like
Yeah.
Havoc
Mhm.
can tear him up too. Like it's
Yeah.
their specific DNA that he has a weakness to. So that's why he's like so infatuated with like the Summers DNA.
The Summers and the Grays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like his movements here are crazy.
Yeah.
And then how he can go into the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Especially for a guy who's like 900 years old, too, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
very vampire-like.
Mhm.
yeah.
Dipping into the shadows.
oh. This was nuts. I didn't catch this the first time. This
Oh,
is
how he's
insane.
moving with the car
He throws the car at her. To use the shadow of the car to throw underneath her.
and gets
Nuts.
Yeah.
Right behind her. Look at that. Oof.
I still
That's
feel like
creepy.
that was heavily influenced from Naruto.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. There's a guy who can his whole jutsu is like manipulating shadows and stuff.
I can imagine it would be, right? I mean that
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
But did we ever ask you the question as to whether or not we think because Cable is born through Madeline Pryor, if his name is Nathaniel because it's deep rooted in Sinister's name being Nathaniel?
It's totally possible. It makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I would have to go back and kind of like look things up a little bit, but yeah, I would go with that.
Okay. Those are pretty cool. That was a pretty cool catch by Matsu. Yeah.
Well, she even talks about it when she's like the Goblin Queen, like when she like comes to, when Jean like helps her out. It's like, oh, like his name's Nathan or Nate,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
Sinister's name.
And then she pegs him with bowling balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
This whole scene was really cool. Like the action was like
Yeah.
very well
Yeah.
done.
I like how it's a jukebox that
Yeah, that does him
scares
in.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't there some with the pool balls though? But they were trying to figure out the pool balls.
they couldn't figure out what the numbers meant.
It was like 3, 4, and 7, but they move in a very specific order.
I don't want to like.
I know you don't want to. get
Yeah,
in trouble.
yeah, don't. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
just stop.
I'm
Go
just trying.
back, look at the numbers. Yeah,
Is it before the bowling balls though? I think it's
No, I
before
thought
the
it was
bowling
right-
ball.
I thought they were before the
Jukebox?
but
Yeah.
yep, right
There
there.
you go.
So or 2, 4, 7. I don't know. There's something about the numbers. It was interesting. Thunk. It's just
I also like the smears that they do with this. Though,
yeah.
to portray the motion. Well,
That's
too
all right.
fast.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
it's
do
too
it anymore.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Don't do
get
it anymore.
dinged. I would
Yeah.
stop.
yeah.
I
So
would
like
move
it goes
too
from
wild.
there, right? And then like when we get back to them. Yeah, we'll get to the shut up part soon.
Oh my god, it was so good. The shut up part.
I just want to point out like
Yeah, you don't. You're
you
right.
don't
There's we
get
are
any
missing
context.
something.
It's like they cut something out because it's like she was kicking his ass.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then she's in the woods.
And
Yeah.
then now she's in the woods.
Yeah, something's
Right?
missing there.
Like I said,
Something
it's-
was
it's-
definitely
it's very fast paced and like very jumbled. Like the whole episode was like it was just kind of like all over the place.
right?
Yeah.
And like the last time we saw Cable was when he gets blasted through the house.
Right.
And now he's
And-
evil.
And then,
And then
shows
now
up
he's
in-
like-
don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. You're gonna get nabbed. You're gonna get nabbed.
Yeah.
Just jump. Yeah.
I did jump.
No, you were playing there.
Yeah, I was playing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just say computer time slide.
Yeah.
0.5. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so
There he
that's
is.
when we-
His little.
Which is
Yeah.
odd because you would think if he came back from the future, he would have already like had the, like scans go through his body and kind of figured that out already.
right.
Unless he's
True.
like, I don't know. It's strange.
Do you think that they would bring in Strife?
No, there's no way. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. Like because the pace that this show's been going, anything can happen on the next episode. Like we could see the whole rollout of Onslaught in
Well,
one
my-
episode. Like
My question would be: is this really the Cable that we really know?
Or do you think this is Strife?
Right.
I don't know. Haven't we done that dance though before in this season?
With the
we're in?
clones, but like it would also explain why he's not with Bishop, because the real Cable would be with Bishop.
yeah, but Strife is very different. Like I don't know.
But they could also like change it so that way they could change the character up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't really.
It's a
have
possibility. That's
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean, well, anything's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like because I feel like if they do that with the clones, it may take away from the whole Madeline Jean thing,
mhm.
Yeah.
right? Like, because it's like we did this dance already, you know.
Mhm.
So, but this was cool. This whole and very
Anime.
very video game. I was gonna say video game, very video game to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was a lot of what was it like animation reference in this
Mhm.
for sure.
So this scene right here, is he unlocking, like they were saying, like Cable has this type of power of like
Oh,
some
he's
sort of Phoenix?
well, he's insanely powerful, but his abilities are dwarfed because of the techno-organic virus.
Okay.
Like he would be like possibly the most powerful like telekinetic and the ability of telekinesis mutant, but because of the techno-organic virus, his powers are dwarfed like massively.
Well,
because he's constantly like
but-
his metal arm is he's put all of the techno-organic virus over there and he's constantly fighting it 24/7 to have it not take over his body.
Right.
So one of the big things, they never do it in the show. Well, then again, maybe one time when he got his weapon, but he does have like some sort of Magneto power, right? Like meaning it's a
He's got telekinesis.
Isn't his arm supposed to be like magnetic? Like he just gets things magnetic?
No, he
Stuff.
uses his mind to get them.
Oh, okay.
How Jean
Yeah.
can move things with her mind, he can do
it's
that.
Telekinetic. Then.
Yeah.
For some reason,
But
I always thought it had to do with his arm.
With
that
his
left
arm?
Yes.
I didn't realize that he put the whole technovirus into that one side. I didn't realize that was his crutch, like his crutch. You know, like
Yeah,
the crutch
there's been times like in the comics and stuff where like he actually utilizes his abilities, but he has to concentrate on using his abilities.
right.
And when he does that, the techno-organic virus grows, and like there's been times where it's like half of his head is taken over, and like his arm gets like super elongated and messed up because of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't he also go full on like metal? Like in the comic, I remember seeing that. Like,
Well, that's when the techno-organic virus
it just
is, like,
completely takes over, right?
it will completely take over his body. Yeah. So he's constantly fighting it all the time. And that's what the cool thing about the character X-Man from the Age of Apocalypse is. He's the Age of Apocalypse counterpart to Cable, and he doesn't have the techno-organic virus.
Oh, he's fully powerful, right?
exactly. And he
Got
was the one character that initially that they had rolled over into the 616 because they want to explore what they could do with Cable if he wasn't restricted.
Mhm.
got it.
But it is cool that his character has that limitation, though, because
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very cool.
I mean, I guess it's like Anakin,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're not wrong.
right?
Yeah, if Anakin's got to constantly deal with sand, and if he wasn't dealing with sand, yeah, that's cool.
Hey man, sand, I'll tell you.
Hey, it's terrible. It's rough and coarse and
Gets everywhere.
it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say when you go to the beach and you come back, you find sand in places you never knew you had.
That's right. And you just get so angry. You feel like slaying younglings. I get
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I get it.
Hey, you just want to see the world
Right.
burn.
Yeah.
Grumps is saying, doesn't Cable use his power to hold his body together? That's what Cheney was just saying.
Don't we all though, Grumps?
Yeah.
Don't we all
We
just
all
every
use-
day
We all
use our
use our
power to
power.
hold our bodies together at this point?
At this point,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Some aspirin too.
All right, so
Right.
we get this cool. You say anime, I say Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom end
You
scene
mean
where
You mean Konami?
Konami,
X-Men.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Let's get to the
Anime,
meaty
yeah.
stuff.
We and he watches her get blasted away
Yeah.
again.
Do you?
She dies
so-
again. Stop playing it. Stop playing it. Oh my god.
I'm just showing like
I know,
I-
but
that part.
I don't. What do you think happened to Jean right here? You think she?
I think the Phoenix Force takes over.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Phoenix Force takes over.
That's
or,
really the only way they're going to get out of this situation.
I
Honestly,
really don't want her to die again
no.
that would be lame. That would be very lame.
for the 15th
But-
time. And Rogue
but if
was
she-
right this time.
Rogue was right. But if she dies again, right, and now Scott's like, Christ Almighty, I don't even have the clone anymore. Does that put him in a situation where everyone expected him to go
Oh, for
down
sure.
the dark path? So
For sure.
Yeah.
yeah. So all right. Anyway, I did like the
Yeah.
reflection in the visor too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we forgot that
Oh yeah.
Forge
they're-
gets shot
yeah.
down.
fortunately, he's
Probably-
fine.
He's fine. He's got that leg.
He's
that,
fine. He's got that
yeah.
leg that works. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Storm
we
is
don't. By the
in
way,
water.
by the way, we're not even talking about why the plane still works.
That's true.
Hey,
Yeah.
Forge,
Right?
Forge,
Forge.
man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So we're
Plot
still
device.
so upset about Cable. The plane is working. So
Yeah.
It's true. No,
So
that was a good
All right.
point. Like,
all right. Anyway, all right. So while all of that was happening, the gold team,
Blue team.
right? Blue team.
Yeah.
I had a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and I got it wrong. Lands on Asteroid M.
Yep.
And Rogue and Sunspot go to check out the jet, and she totally forgot about her brother's powers. Like,
yeah.
they just
Oh, they can
to the window.
teleport.
Ah, damn it! Just like that. You
Yeah.
can almost hear it. You can almost hear it doing the Bluey thing. Biscuits. You
Yeah.
know? Oh.
Oh, biscuits.
And he sits upon a throne of sentinels, which is just the most
I want
badass.
this.
Yeah, we could make it easily. I feel like
Mhm.
we have enough extra sentinel heads laying around.
I think someone already made a 3D STL file of this.
Well,
I could
Henny,
see
I
that.
want
I
one
will-
at the next show.
I will send you that.
Okay.
I don't have a printer.
I don't have
So,
a
Henny-
printer big enough for that though, so I'll
It's-
have to
it's
send it.
Like
to
the way
somebody.
you see it, like 3 sentinel heads and then hand like that with the sentinel hand.
Yeah, but who's gonna
That-
paint it for me, Henny?
I could paint it, but I just need somebody to print it. I don't have a printer big enough
Oh.
for that.
All right, I just want one,
Uh,
and put a light in it too. Cool.
Whoa.
Chop chop, boys. Let's go.
Chop chop. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Teamwork, guys.
Yeah,
Teamwork.
come on. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try that again. And put a light in it too. Yeah.
And please make sure to put a light in it.
Please, and make it happen. I want it tomorrow. You know.
I want it. Can you make it 6'9"?
Yeah,
And-
yeah. Can I
Thank
sit
God-
in it? Yeah.
Thank God it's not me, but Professor X's voice does sound weird, doesn't it? It
It
sound
does.
weird.
No, it's
Because
like
all the actors, like it's a lot of they had to change it up. Like I'm still surprised they put Rogue in there, but they had to because if it wasn't her, it just wouldn't feel right. Everything would feel
No.
so off.
yeah.
They couldn't find
Oh.
somebody that sounded like her though.
I think she's close enough.
Yeah.
I thought she was close enough where I forgot about it after the 3rd episode. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I know, but like it doesn't really bother me. It's just that like they have replaced characters. Like Jubilee has also been replaced,
Yeah.
but that's also because
they
the voice
they
actors didn't want to do it.
They replaced
Yeah.
Cable, and man, they chose the
Yeah.
really good replacement for Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
same thing with Jubilee. Jubilee is a solid replacement for sure.
Yeah,
Not Cable. I'm sorry. I meant Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Oh,
yeah.
Cyclops is solid too.
yeah,
Cyclops is what I meant. Sorry about that.
yeah. No, Cyclops is a good cast there.
Hmm.
Um,
All right, so Charles shows up. Magneto's in his badass throne. Charles does what he does best, pontificates,
Makes Magneto mad.
and Magneto hits him with the what does he say? Charles,
Shut
I've
up.
waited a long time to say these two words to you. Shut up!
Yeah, dude.
I was laughing so hard I had to pause it. I was like, oh God.
I just like the whole reaction. It's like a bait. It's like when you throw a slice of cheese on a baby's forehead. It's just like it's not even like he's going like this. He's just like, eh.
Yeah. Ah.
And then he's like trying to pull it off. Oh,
Mhm.
shut up. Don't do that to Dad. You know, that's my dad. Yeah.
It's my dad.
Yeah. He didn't walk out on me, except he did.
Yeah.
Why did he say
He faked
like,
his
it sounded
death.
like Matt Damon?
He faked his death. Yeah, he is Matt Damon. He's Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Oh boy.
No, oh my god. He didn't walk out on me. He rolled. Yeah.
He hovered away.
He hovered away.
Did I skip
Save
the
me,
part
Scott.
where Wolverine is just like jumping over like the scraps of metal?
No, I think that's coming up because like this is the start. Once he hits him with the blast is when they really start to fight.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, because
Oh no, they
yeah.
I did miss it because now Rogue is already fighting with Wolverine.
Hmm.
You always have to get him out of the equation.
Yes, that seems to have been a common theme in this whole season. It's like, no, Wolverine's at the mansion. Oh, Wolverine's at the mansion. No, he's over here.
Well, they also did that in the old cartoon too. It's like we can't have him like
He wasn't at the mansion nearly as much as he was in this season. Like he was.
I felt like he was
there,
at the
but
bar more.
He was, but, like, he would be in the action, but like he never used his claws. Like he would pop them out,
No.
get hit, they'd go in, and then he'd punch someone. And I mean,
All right, let's get into the meat of it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So surprised that he actually even got the helmet off here, right?
Yep.
yeah, because it's real easy. Just whoop, you're off of me because
Yeah.
you've got metal bones. Whoop, bye.
Right.
Look at that hair though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great hair.
Yep. Lovely
hair.
locks. Lovely
Yeah.
locks.
Great hair.
But okay, so everybody like when you see them split up and you're just like, oh man, they're gonna send Wolverine up there. You knew it was coming.
Oh yeah, right when I saw this, I was all, so he's sidelined and they're
Yeah.
gonna forget about him, and then he's gonna get the jump on Magneto, and
Mhm.
okay, all right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah. I mean, like, this almost feels like it was Scott's choice to do this.
Don't blame Scott.
I blame Scott. For
It's
everything.
it's Xavier's fault.
Could
All
be
of it's
fault.
Xavier's fault.
Scott is actually trying to go with the plan. The plan was to get
Yeah.
Bastion first and then get Xavier to do the thing. Magneto to do the thing.
Magneto do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the helmet. Oh, he is bugging out right there. He is not happy.
You don't tell me to shut up.
Yeah.
My boy, look what they did to my boy. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you.
Yeah. Take this, Magnus. Never tell me to shut up again.
Mhm.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Eric, you've gone too far.
Yeah. Now you've gone too far. Yeah. And he gets in his head. Like, that's
There
true.
you
This is
go.
the
That's
most
the one.
unhinged you've ever seen Professor X, I think, at this point.
Which is so weird to me
Yeah.
because he literally just popped up in the episode previous to this. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
what is going on here? Like, holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
how do we get to this point
Mhm.
so fast? Like
Yeah.
normally this would take like a season to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
of them going back and forth. Like it's just like, okay, he's here. All right, the stakes are super duper high now, and this is happening.
Yeah.
Not to mention when this happened, everybody hated the final result. Like nobody was like a huge fan of it. Like it was like, oh, why did you do that?
Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh
Yeah.
no, no. We didn't want to go that far.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
Shout
this
out to
shot,
Posable Productions, by the way. I've been
yeah,
I've been talking with him about these episodes as they come out.
nice. Oh yeah.
Nice.
He's
Yeah.
a
Well,
fellow he's a fellow X-Men I guess freak like I am. We love ourselves some X-Men.
Oh,
did he take the iron from his blood too?
I don't know.
That's how he gets out of jail.
My thing is like how long are they gonna like take to like kind of assess the issue of what just happened in the next episode? Is it gonna be like
Yeah.
a 2-minute thing? Like wrap him up
yeah.
in the corner and
Yeah.
we got stuff to take care of.
Go get Sabretooth and Apocalypse. We'll be fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So there's this
Go on,
there's
Henry.
this thing where they kind of this whole event they kind of compare it to like Infinity War. They're calling Cyclops the Star-Lord, and they're calling Wolverine the Thor. Thor, basically, you should have aimed for the head to kill
Oh,
him.
yeah.
And then like Star-Lord, like he basically
he mucked it up. Yeah.
mucked up the whole plan of just. So yeah,
Well, technically, he didn't muck up the whole plan. The whole plan was to get Bastion first, and he saw that they were not going to get.
they were not
Bastion.
ready. They didn't get
Yeah.
Bastion yet, and they're gonna.
So Cyclops is actually
everything online.
sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you to defend Cyclops is sticking to the plan. You know?
I was just saying,
I'm
he was
taking your
sticking to the
medal,
plan.
and now you're anemic.
I do appreciate the style of this shot. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like a wide angle lens
I
to
was.
get the both of them, right?
You're right. It's also this episode. I think is the furthest departure we've
From the
seen
animation
from
style.
from the '97 style.
Right.
So yeah.
Like this, you would not get this type of shot from the old style.
No, there's a lot of stuff that we've seen in this that you wouldn't have gotten from
Yeah.
the old show,
Mhm.
No.
And
You couldn't.
I feel like
especially in the last season.
this is heavily influenced by anime. This like style.
There's some comic
I think
what is it references to,
yeah.
like especially that last shot of the episode is totally they pulled it from the comic.
Oh yeah, that's
book.
straight from the comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Posable Production saying he's just excited the Pride of the X-Men Mondo variant of Wolverine is canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the Pride of the X-Men version in the beginning too. So. And yeah, he's agreed. It's good writing because if they kill Magneto first, they're kind of screwed.
Mhm.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Like I said, the plan should have been like, hey, let's
Yeah.
team up.
Yeah.
We'll figure all the everything that's happened later, but
Yeah.
we've got a bigger threat that we have to handle here.
Cheney wants
Yeah.
to sit down. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on the
Cheney's-
same
I
side
like-
here.
I like-
technically.
Over, we'll nosh, we'll have some wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Cheney's the whole method here of planning. Like Magnus, I would have called you, but you took out the electricity.
Yeah.
Well,
Take
he
your
can't-
damn helmet off.
To be
Hopefully
fair, he
he
did
Yeah.
did come to him and he was like,
Yeah.
all right, look, like the door's open. Who wants to do this? Like, Charles, you're an idiot, but like I gotta go take care of this now. Like
Yeah.
where you failed, I'm gonna have to pick up the slack. So I gotta handle this. Are you in or are you not? Like, who's in?
Which, by the way, we didn't talk about the way that Magneto says the line, right? Like, I tried to walk in your path. Will you walk in mine? It's like, oof. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right. I got you. I got you.
Walk.
Nice little
Yeah.
dig there.
He's
Yeah.
like Xavier. I'm gonna walk
Walk
away.
Could you walk in my path, Xavier? It's like as they're walking back, he's like, "See what I did there, Rogue? You see what I did there? See what your man did there, Rogue?" Oh,
I'm trying to get to the.
right. He blasts Xavier,
He
which
blasts
again
him.
I thought was
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he say? He said sorry, sir, or
Yeah.
What did he,
Sorry,
what
sir.
Did,
He said sorry, sir. He militaried it up. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, sir, but gold team still needs more time.
Gold team still needs more time.
Damn.
Oh.
Did he have to blast him? Couldn't he just say,
Sir,
a little tap on the shoulder, like, hey.
Hey. X-nay on the open say. Yeah.
yeah, just don't do full power.
He just fully he just went.
Yeah, that's a cool shot too, like where he just completely powers up.
Very Goku.
Very overkill, just to send everybody to the walls.
In no point in time is anyone with logical thinking mind here going, "Hey, could we just stop for a second?" Like,
Yeah.
it's getting a little bit crazy here. We're all friends. Like, can we
Time
just
out.
stop?
Time out.
Yeah, time out.
Time out.
Also, couldn't Xavier just like tell Rogue to just take his powers?
No, Rogue's on the other
Rogue's
side
on-
right now.
No, Rogue's on Magneto.
No, but he has the whole mental thing.
Oh, yeah, but he doesn't
She has
like,
no helmet.
He doesn't like using his powers like that.
Right, no.
He's
And
almost killing him there.
yeah, and Rogue's gonna say, suck it, sugar. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, he's saying like he could just take over
Oh,
Rogue's
just
mind.
totally
but
take
he-
over?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he doesn't do it that way. That's not the way
No.
that Charles does things.
I love this.
The second time he tells him to shut up.
Yeah.
Thunk. I want like a good noise,
Thump.
like thump. Yeah. You're trying
But
to
you
get
would-
something out of the can, like when you're trying to get the cranberries out of the can on Thanksgiving, and thunk.
Yep. Which you would think he would have done that from the jump, where he's just
I
like, I'm just
know.
going to pull my helmet off and throw it on Xavier. That way he can.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah.
That is
He's
the
like,
old
Look at his-
stuff.
Look at his face. He knows. He knows.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all-
this is not good.
no.
This,
I'm
oh,
rendered
this is
powerless.
This is not good. This is not good. I can't touch my ears. Yeah.
What are you
My
saying,
powers
Magnus?
aren't working.
Yeah. How do you hear anything in this, Magnus? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes another chair.
Yep.
Good thing I
Another-
wasn't sitting down.
There's another $3 million and down the drain.
He wastes more money than Iron Man.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, he does
Chess.
sound like that. He was like, ah.
Yeah. Ah, the chair's
Dude, the
right in me
best-
now.
The
Yeah.
best were like the original actor in the old series was
Yeah.
When I had that play, you were staring-
That was perfect, Shani. Shut up, Charles. Yeah.
Stop your whining. Oh, wait, I backed up.
You gotta be careful, dude, with the
Yeah.
yeah. Too much.
got him.
Careful. Just stay. Don't go any further.
There.
There, stay there. Stay there.
He's hugging him.
He's hugging him.
He's
He's hugging him on the inside. He's giving him an inside massage. Yeah.
telling him a secret by his ear.
And now I think right before, and I think I matched it. I think I sent it to you. There was a meme that showed this. Magneto in the old show says the Brave are the first to die
Yes.
when he's sending out when the X-Men are going off or something like that. And then here Wolverine says,
The brave always
been in
die
a lot
first.
of bolts, been in a lot of wars, bub. The Brave are the first to die. And I thought that was an interesting little circular moment.
He doesn't
there,
say
too.
it the same way.
No, but it's enough.
but
Yeah.
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 Same message. It's a nice little callback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Damn.
But
When I saw this, I was just like, I texted you immediately. I'm like,
yeah.
you saw it?
Did it.
they done did it.
Yep.
Ah,
Wow, what a
Right.
good looking Wolverine, man. This brown suit, man, is
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
brown suit is great.
It is just beautiful. The
I
art.
never thought I would see the day when I got to see Wolverine get his adamantium ripped out of him in both suits.
Right?
The tiger stripe and
Yeah.
the brown suit.
Yeah.
Thanks, X-Men 97.
There you go. Close that.
Oh, he closes it up. Oh god. It's like at that moment you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
So
like
that-
uh-oh.
At that point, he should have just like made the cuts there and then jumped away. And been like, all right, I'm gonna, he's pretty injured now. So
Should have
you
went for the
guys,
head.
you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah, right. Should have
yeah,
went for the head.
yeah.
Curious,
Yeah, Andy,
Shane,
yeah,
I-
we've been referencing them all night too. Yeah.
Chaney, I got a
Yeah.
quick question for you.
Yeah.
For like being a big X-Men fan, what's your stance with Wolverine with the bone claws?
I was never a fan of it.
Okay, so when they remove the adamantium,
Mhm.
he should have nothing, no claws.
I don't think
Because
he's
No,
really
they
His claws was part of Weapon X. Is it
No,
not?
he had the bone claws before.
well,
Before?
technically, when in the origin book, they explained it that he had always had the bone claws, and for some reason, I guess it in that area it pushed out the metal. The bone claws did. They were
Mhm.
always there. It was a really weird retcon.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know it. I read Fatal Attractions, and then I read the Wolverine book after that for a good year and a half until I finally threw in the towel. I'm like, he's never getting it back because they teased everybody and they're like, oh yeah, no, he's gonna get it back, and then they turned him into even worse version of himself, a caveman version where he couldn't even talk, like he was just like a big puppy running around, and it was like
Yeah, like it messed up his whole mind.
yeah, and I was
that
like,
whole-
I'm good here.
He lost his nose.
He
yeah,
lost his
yeah,
nose.
it was all bad, dude. Like,
yeah.
and that's one of my main reasons why I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, this only goes down a road of like, it's not there's not too
just-
many people that are a fan of
Just,
this.
just kill him off if that's the case, right? Like,
Yeah,
why go
I
down this
mean-
road? It's just torture. Really.
Pretty much, yeah. And then basically, like after that happened, like he, the hit was put out on him because the word was getting around. He didn't have his adamantium, and his healing factor was like went in override because of what had happened, and so it
Mhm.
wasn't working as well as it was before. And so all of his, previous villains came out to get him, and he was like, "Look, I don't have that, but I'll still dance with you guys. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready."
So do you think like they're obviously? I think they're going to go to some degree. He's going to go feral in the next season or next episode, however long they're going to play this out. Do you think that they intentionally dampened him in this show
In this season? Yeah.
to show how how nuts he can go? Because we've even said it, right? I mean, this is one of those things too, where like Jenny, I think last time we talked about it, you were like upset that he didn't take more advantage of the conversation between him and Jean in the water, and like we
Mhm.
haven't really seen him fight all that much.
Yeah, like,
do you think that he was intentionally sidelined to then put a focus on him for next season?
Possibly, yeah, but it's like I'm so tired of the friggin' the depower Wolverine trope at this point now.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
even
fair.
in like the second Wolverine movie, it's like, oh, I'm not healing like I used to, and
I hate
blah blah
that.
blah, and it's
They
like,
always got to do that. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, why don't you just like go 80s movie with it and let him just be the most gnarly, crazy, badass that he's ever been, and everybody would love it. It's like you always have to like, and then with the Logan movie, it's like, oh, I'm old now, and like my healing factor is not doing so well, and I'm kind of a broken man now. And then now with the Deadpool movie, it's like, oh, I'm a broken man, and blah blah blah. And
Again.
yeah, it's like we've done this over and over and over again. Like, can we just see like a Wolverine in his prime just getting nuts? Like, that's
Yeah.
really all I want to see.
Mhm.
It's not, I don't think it's that much to ask. Like, at least we did get to see him get down with Nightcrawler there
Mhm.
against
Yeah.
the Sentinel drones. Like, that was cool. I really enjoyed that a lot.
That was really
But-
cool. Yeah.
It kind of sucks because it's like now it's like, okay, yeah, he doesn't have his adamantium, so he's not as powerful. And
But wouldn't he be extremely a lot quicker without the metal? Wouldn't he be like extremely fast?
Yeah, should be
Like,
theoretically.
that's like all that weight.
It's not
yeah,
slowing him
and
down. Interesting.
And technically, he should be able to heal faster because his body's constantly fighting off that adamantium poisoning in his
Mhm.
body. That's why they laced his bones with it, because they studied what kind of
Mm.
healing factor he had.
Mm.
Brandon has a good point. He says he thinks that we're headed to Onslaught. And
Yes.
what's wild too is like I definitely see, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they tackle Onslaught in literally one episode next week.
Yeah.
Like, they just go through it all. Like they just take care of Bastion real quick, and then they do the onslaught thing. I don't
And
know.
leave us with a cliffhanger.
That's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah. What's cool, and I was telling Machi about this. I must have like Onslaught must have come into the comics or whatever when I had like walked away, so I knew nothing about Onslaught. So I actually think it's cool. Like everything like that I'll know about Onslaught will come from what's coming up here or like stories that I've heard. So and I think it's awesome to have like an unhinged version of Professor Xavier. So I'm excited for whatever that ends up being.
So I'm not really familiar with Onslaught, to be honest. But
Yeah.
like how does that happen? That the whole armor look like
It's basically like, so it's because Xavier basically like takes Magneto's mind away from him. Like he like makes him kind of like a vegetable and puts him in a vegetable state. And so his I guess kind of like his kind of like a likeness of Magneto forms and becomes its own kind of like being without Xavier knowing, and that becomes the it's like basically a combination of Xavier and Magneto.
I just don't understand the whole armor look. I understand the theory that like all right, he took over his mind, and I don't know, it's like a bad part of Professor X, but why the look of like this badassery of like, where did that come
because
from?
it's Magneto inspired, so it's like, you look at the Onslaught armor, it looks very like a like a souped up monstrous Magneto.
It looks like a Magneto transformer.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Magneto plus Juggernaut, because you have the tie-in
Or like
to his brother,
or
being
like one of
Juggernaut.
during that time, it was, what was the big thing? Power Rangers. The Power
Yeah.
Rangers, like those bad guys, they had like the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is weird.
You don't remember thinking the possibility, but I think that they'll burn that storyline that quickly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Feel like wanted
they
to
also
speed through
weren't
stuff,
sure.
set things up for season 2.
Yeah.
They also weren't sure if they were going to get another season, and then they, now we're going to get a season 2.
Yeah.
And 3. And they
3.
said even possibly 4. They said they want to do as many as they possibly can.
Yeah. Well, we're here for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if next season it is slowed down a little more.
Yeah.
To flush out the stories a little better.
I don't know though, like,
but
that could be a mistake though if they slow down, because we're starting to get used to this pace.
I'll tell you, not used to it, honestly.
No?
Like, it's such a jumbled mess to me.
But so here's my thing though, right? Like, I'm going to use Bad Batch as an example. That first season of Bad Batch was amazing, and then the next 2 seasons of Bad Batch, they tried to slow it down, and it never picked back up, and I could not get back into that show, and I was so disappointed in it.
So the theory about this first season of X-Men is like these writers and these, when they make the first season, they're like, okay, Disney Plus is getting all these cancellation of all these shows like Willow or like other shows. They're like, we got to make this thing like we're going all out.
Oh yeah, no, they're trying to pack everything they could into it.
They want to get that season 2, season 3, acceptance, right? So
green light.
I could see why they fucking went all out on this.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to see it go the way of Bad Batch, man. I was so hyped for Bad Batch, and then that was such a letdown. Oh, and there it comes.
Yep. So we get the final comic. What is it? Inspired shot there.
Yeah, that shot was great. Uh-oh.
He even says this in the comics too. For the love of God, don't do this.
Yeah. It's cool the way they describe it in the comic books, though. Because they're like, it started as just like a gentle like pull, and then like a tug, and then he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go for it."
I like the close up of the eyes though, like he's just focused on it. He's like, "This is done, man. I was holding back this whole time.
Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah."
Very good.
Yeah, even the boots are still on, but the toes are gone.
The boots are still on, but the toes are gone. Oh man, you could feel the pain.
Yeah,
And even
This is
this
straight
part
out of
was
the comic.
so fast, though. Like all this happened so fast. Like I was just like,
Mhm.
it was like rush to get to this point, and then okay, episode's done. Cool. We'll see you next week.
Oh,
And I
Yeah.
was like, whoa.
Gives
that's
you
a good
little
question
taste.
here. Andy says, "Do you think they will reveal a final character in the ending credits? The last box is blank."
The last
When you do,
box?
yeah. So when you scroll ahead to the end credits,
Okay, I
you
don't want to
still-
stay on this anyway.
yeah, I know.
It's
So
too much.
so keep right,
Right
good.
there, right there.
Right there. So you still have an end box there. I guess that's blank. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Old show had a full set of rosters. Interesting. I still think there's something to come, right? I mean, unless the last box is Onslaught. Again, I don't know if Onslaught's going to be all of season 2 or a lead into season
It might
2.
be, yeah,
or...
it might be a lead in. It might be like a reveal, like at the end, it just like shows him like show up, or like it shows what they showed with in the comic book, like Juggernaut just decimated, like
Right.
just pounded into the ground, and everybody's like, what happened to
Yeah.
Juggernaut? Like he's laid out. Like who
Right.
did this?
Yeah.
and then
nobody
they cut
could
to.
yeah. And
I-
then
yeah,
that was it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was like after the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they
Um,
cut to Colossus. You need me to build again? Ah, I go to bank. Go to bank.
So now we're left with Gold Team being decimated. Who's left standing?
Yeah.
Because like Morph and Beast were also taken out of the equation, and now he
Mhm.
has Bastion has the collar.
Yeah, basically both teams have lost now. Like
Yep.
we're and we don't know where Bishop is. Let's just say
Yep.
hypothetically, Bishop comes back and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I found a way to figure this out. I'm gonna go stop Genosha."
But the thing is like the showrunner even said that there's no time travel in these last
Well,
episodes.
You have two time travelers though. It's yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. They already did that bit where they were like, "Sorry,
like
I already
with
tried.
the-
I already tried 1,000 times."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah. I tried. Sorry.
We've
Didn't
only
work.
seen it once, Cable.
Yeah.
We need proof.
But
Do
then
it
again,
again.
Cable is under the control of
Sinister.
Sinister.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you short?
That's
Did you really try? Did you really?
So-
you know?
does cable
Real-
does a different to your point, Chin? Does a different cable show up? You know.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I wanted to pose a question to all you guys before I got a jet here.
Yeah.
If by some chance they did pull that at the end and like, someone was able to go back and stop Genosha from happening, would it upset you guys? And how many people do you think it would upset?
Ooh.
So I don't. Look, I mean, I think Gambit went out. Gambit died a hero's death. There's no question about it, right?
I like the way he went out. Yeah.
But I don't think he went out in a way where if you brought him back, he doesn't have more to give. Right?
Right.
Yeah. I think like you have the argument about Iron Man, right? Like if Robert Downey Jr. showed up and they brought back Iron Man and he was in another Iron Man movie, yes, that 100% cheapens Endgame. I don't think it cheapens Gambit dying. I think Gambit still has more to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be okay with it.
I think Gambit will come back in season 2 as
Well,
As
Horseman
one of
of
the
the
Horsemen.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
Oh,
and I
okay.
think one of the stories will be of Wolverine trying to come to the whole thing about him just not having the adamantium.
Oh yeah, he's
And
basically going to do the same thing that Storm did in this season. He's going
Yeah.
to go off and go do his own thing.
But I think Apocalypse is going to put it back into him.
But
Well,
then
that's
he'll
what happens with
fail,
comics,
and then he'll fail, and then he'll turn into Caveman Wolverine, and then
Yeah.
possibly. But
Yeah.
Yeah. what are your
I will-
thoughts, Henrock? What if they reversed it all? Would you be upset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to do the time thing.
It's kind of cheap, right?
Yeah.
I
think we've
if they
seen it already.
if they do bring him back, if they do bring Gambit back, or they bring back like another timeline Gambit, that like I don't want to do that whole thing like where they're doing with Gamora, right?
Oh,
Where
no,
it's
Yeah,
like
no,
Gamora,
not
but
like
not
that.
Gamora. Like no, like if they're gonna bring back Gambit, I want Gambit to come back and just fit right back in, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I want him to come like, and I want it to be a hero's entrance. Card
It's-
comes in and he says, "Wow, did you miss me, Cher?" You know, like something like that, and just like, and then you're like, "Oh God, he's back!" And
You know, something tells me if they do bring him back, it'll be that apocalypse route, and they'll be like,
yeah.
and it's just weird to think like these villains are just kind of like sitting around in the shadows, waiting. Like, okay, he's dead. Go get his body.
Right.
Look at his body.
Yeah.
They just send Toad to
But
get
wait,
the body.
but wait, you're missing a perfect opportunity because if Apocalypse does bring Gambit back, we could use Mikey's brother's version of Apocalypse, and he could just go, somehow Gambit returned.
Yeah.
And tie it all together.
Yeah.
All right, so set the next season, Onslaught, right? So you guys think Avengers is going to get involved in this type of situation?
I think what they're going to lead into is eventually they want to do Avengers versus X-Men, right?
Mhm.
Is what's rumored. I would see that. Maybe we'd see more of them in season 2, and then season 3 is when we would get it.
I mean, it makes sense to do that, but me being the X-Men fan I'm like, I'm just happy to see X-Men get this much shine again. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
like we've had like years and years of Avengers now. Like, go start a new cartoon with them. Like, let the X-Men have their spotlight for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want Avengers to take the spotlight. That's the reason why I love that scene with Rose. Just like, oh, Captain America, okay,
Yeah.
throw that shield on.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he's gonna be coming back as a horseman, Gambit.
Yeah, it's most likely. Yeah, that's. I mean, the way that things have progressed and the way that the show is going, I could definitely see that.
Do you guys see this, or is it a black screen?
No, I see it.
Nah, we see it, yeah.
Yeah,
What's that from? Oh, that was
That's-
from the
that's
the
Xavier's vision.
Vision,
Yeah,
Yeah. This
yeah.
is where Xavier freaks out and he's like, making love, making death. Ah!
I gotta go back.
Gotta
It's
go
your
back
kid.
them
It's my
time.
kids, Lalandra. My kids.
My
Yeah.
kids.
Your kids, Marty.
Yeah, no, the what is it? Brandon brought up a good point too. The there's a lot of like Fantastic Four that
That's
would
true.
need to be infused in the Onslaught storyline as well,
Mm,
because Franklin Richards is a big part of that as well. So,
But don't they want to like bring those other cartoons back now though? Like after
I know
the
they're
success.
about Spider-Man and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, granted, like this is the gateway for it. If anything is like the
Yeah.
show is like, okay, people like this, and it's like, well, yeah, because people have been starving for halfway decent X-Men for 20 years now. Like, it's been 20 years that people have been waiting for like, halfway decent X-Men. So
And it's also not only just because it's animation, but like the way it's all written, even though it's fast paced,
Yeah.
it's very interesting. I like it a lot more than What If,
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
without question. Like I would.
well, the thing too with What If is like what they like. It's cool that they stuck with like the cinematic universe, but if they like would have jumped into the comic universe, that show would have been way better. Like
Mhm.
way better. Like you don't have to just adapt the stories from the What If books because the What If books were really popular.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like this is the main thing that's like been a problem for me for years and years. It's like just adapt what they like.
Right.
That's what was so great about the original X-Men
Yeah.
cartoon. All they did was they went, oh, Claremont story. Okay,
Yep.
let's try and compact it a little bit and make it so we could put it on screen. Okay,
Yeah.
another Claremont story, another like these are all great stories that everybody loved. Okay, cool. Put it in there. Put it in there.
Yeah.
You've got things that are gold that like they're sitting on, not doing anything with, and it's like
Yeah.
take the What If and then throw the comic book stories in there. That's what people want to see. People
Man,
want to
it's
see
already-
that.
It's already mapped
Yeah.
out for him.
I'm gonna ask one more question before we go.
Wait, real quick. I want to know if Cheney feels like if they bring back Gambit. Is it cheapened?
Me personally, like I look at it from the stance of it's like, okay, like it's not the original series and it never will be. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like you've been handed the original series characters, i.e., in a sense of like someone else's toys, right?
Yep.
Okay, play when you get someone else's toys, you play with them, but then you put them back the way they were, and you give them back to that person. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end, if they wrapped it all up and kind of reverse things for a little bit, it's like, okay, like we had our fun, and we put it all back the way it was, and the toys are back the way that they originally were, and yeah, like season 2, we can really go wild and explore some other things, but this is kind of a taste of what we could do.
Yeah.
That's my outlook on it.
It's a good analogy too, right? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Machu, yeah, you had a question?
If you lent me your toys, they probably would be modified if you got them back.
Yeah. You're not getting it
Good
back.
point. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean that's my wishful thinking. But yeah, I don't see it going down that route. Like I see
I think-
things.
Yeah, this season is definitely a big transition of like, all right, you have the old shows, right? What is it, 1 to 6,
Mhm.
and then you have 97, and then 97 is just that transition of like, okay, here's the old. You got a little bit of those episodes of the old, and just transitioning to just something totally new. We're gonna
Yeah.
see a new team. It's
Yeah, I said
new
it in
uniforms.
when I first saw the first couple episodes, I thought to myself, I'm like, this is cool, but it's like very drastically different. It has a completely different vibe and
There's a-
feel.
Yeah.
And
Pace.
some of the characters are drastically different from the original ones. And I'm like, I would actually like this a lot more if it wasn't called X-Men 97. Just modify the costumes a little bit. They could have done everything the exact same, and I would actually enjoyed it way more. That's just kind of like my look on it, like my take on it. And then it would be kind of to something of their own where it's like, okay, we'll just keep going instead of like, because the way I look at it is I'm like, okay, like there was the original X-Men series and this is kind of like an offshoot universe that kind of happens now. Like,
Mhm.
because I just don't see that universe turning into this one, if that makes any sense. But
Yeah.
as I said before, though, my key takeaway out of all of this is like, oh, thank God the X-Men are getting some shine again. Like that's really like the
This is a
biggest
big-
part.
This is a big
Yeah.
wake up call for the MCU, man.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Well,
Big
that's
call
what
too.
that's what me and a lot of people have been screaming,
Yeah.
screaming at the sky. Like you got the Fox license. Like you
Use
should have
it.
had X-Men out years ago.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you should have had a plan already set in motion. Like, okay, when we get this locked in and all the papers are signed and everything, filming starts, or filming had already started. And it's like we're rolling
Yeah.
out the X-Men. It's happening. Like
It
Right.
definitely should have happened right after the end game. Like, okay, we have this. Let's put Endgame on hold and let's see if we could just create this continuity together.
yeah,
somehow.
let's put all these characters to the side for a little bit and focus on these mutants for a little while because people have been like, yearning for mutants for such a long time.
Live action is overrated.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy that these toys.
The
getting
toys have
love
been the
again.
best part.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Hasbro, like they've been killing it with the 97 figures.
Yeah.
They've been
Right?
great.
Give
All
us
right,
more.
Machi, you said you had one more question before we all depart here.
So with the new seasons, would you rather have maybe 3 or 4 more episodes, or would you rather have longer episodes if it was needed?
I'd rather have longer episodes if needed.
And
I would
keep
say
it at 10.
3 or 4 more.
Okay.
I would say extend the season. Yeah.
I don't see them doing like 24 episodes for a season.
Mm.
Like with this kind of style.
Well, especially now with this pacing, you can't. There's no way
Oh,
to
yeah.
sustain at this pace.
Oh.
At
They would
all.
have to slow down the pace a lot.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, but now, like that theory about what Jay Shot said, that's pretty scary if they do slow it down.
That's just. I mean, I'm just looking at what's out there, right? That's all.
That all depends on the stories that they're pulling from too. The stories that
I
they're
get
telling.
it. I get it.
If the stories are solid, then you'll keep.
Yeah,
the people
no,
interested.
it's completely true. It's completely true. It's just I'm looking at past track records, right?
Mhm.
Like
Oh no,
Yeah.
That's the thing with Star Wars shows. It's always like a story, and then they're traveling, and you get this slowness pace of like, okay,
Which
they're
I don't
traveling.
mind.
But in
I
X
don't
Men, you
mind
don't
the-
see that. It's just like
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
They're
boom,
here,
boom, boom, boom,
they're
boom,
here,
boom, boom.
they're here.
Yeah.
boom.
Mhm.
Right. And by the
No
way,
travel.
I don't mind the travel. Like I don't mind the slow pace. It's just the story wasn't there.
Mhm.
And then they like slow right. So like the story is 18 minutes long, or this was the problem. The story was 15 minutes long, and they're like, okay, well, we got to hit 22 minutes, so we'll add in 7 minutes of traveling. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's the problem. So now all of a sudden, this whole episode, I'm like, what is happening? You know, like that's my, it's like I don't know if you guys
I
ever
know
read the original
exactly
Harry
what you mean.
Potter books, but like there's that one where they're like running away and they're in the woods, and
Mhm.
it's like they're back in the fucking woods, and I just remember throwing the book. Like
Well,
I was like, stop going to the woods.
The other part too is like the Star Wars universe has that amazing well of Elseworlds that they just threw to the wayside.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's-
Like,
yeah,
or not Elseworlds, expanded universe. Like
right.
they threw it
Right.
all to the wayside and they just kind of like cherry pick little pieces out here and there. And it's like, what are you doing? This is all stuff that people love. Like books would sell out. Like
Sell out. And
all you have to do is adapt these things and like you have a built-in audience already.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard. Like that's one thing I will say about this is it's like, okay, we're at least pulling from comics and stuff like
Right.
that for X-Men 97. It's like you're utilizing some of the storylines that people loved. And it's like, okay, that's the way to do it. Like that's for some reason that's this crazy answer to the equation that people have been asking, oh, how do we keep this going? It's like you have 50 years of backlog that you can
Yeah.
pull from.
I will also add on to the fact that we already know these characters, so they had a good head start with like, oh, we can do this kind of pace. Because
Sure.
we don't have
Totally.
to
Yeah, no
reintroduce
backstory.
these characters.
Right. But to that point with Star Wars, you could give us new characters in a world we're familiar with. So you don't have to give us that deep.
Or you
Right.
could just pull from the expanded universe
Well,
stories where people know most
Like,
of
and
them.
I understand, like, I understand what's his name is like trying to retcon a lot of the other stuff and make it fit and make it work, and I appreciate that. But then it's like, okay, but that's not what we loved about these characters. Like, that was, you know what I mean? Like, it's like cool. I appreciate this guy, but like, chill. I don't know, man. I could go on a rant
that-
about Bad Batch.
Yeah, and
it's
that
just-
and that's a story for another time.
Right,
I
that's
gotta
a story
say
for-
that,
yeah,
gentlemen.
that's a story for Boba Squadron. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to skedaddle, gentlemen.
You got-
Thank
yeah,
you
we're
so
all gonna
much for having me on. I greatly
Oh, dude.
appreciate it.
Mhm.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great
coming on and
weekend.
dropping knowledge. So
Yeah, man.
I will see
Well,
you guys next time.
thank you, Cheney.
Peace.
I
Later,
did.
Jay.
Later,
Have
man.
a great night, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
That's
got anything
pretty-
else?
And then there
That was
was
pretty good.
and then there was Blue Team. So no, man, I'm excited to see how it ends, and I totally hear you about the pace and stuff, and Cheney about the pace.
Mhm.
I just want it to be good, dude, and I know that Matt, you and I were talking about whether or not they need to bring Bo back for the next season. As long as Bo can come back and do what he's got to do, and he didn't get let go for a reason that wouldn't like people to like him anymore. Let's
I
let's
should
make
have
it
asked
happen.
this to Cheney also, but like I understand he had to go. He was trying to get up. He was trying to leave for like the last 15
Yeah,
minutes.
half hour. Yeah.
What is your least favorite episode so far?
The Jubilee.
Oh, the what's called episode?
Jubilee
The-
was like Jubilee
the
was a
game?
filler. Yeah, it was a filler.
It was a filler episode, but I liked it. I thought it was a
Mhm.
throwback.
And then what was the other side for that Jubilee one? It was Storm and
That was the
Forge.
start of
Yeah.
Storm and Forge. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
I don't think I
I'm not
had a
saying it's a
least.
filler.
Yeah.
I
Okay, sorry,
think the
Hannah.
least
I talked over
memorable
you.
one for me was the episode 6.
That one is which one is that one?
Is the one with the part 2, Life or Death part 2,
Yeah.
and like There, it shows Charles in space.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, because
agree.
I did like the I like the nostalgia stuff from the Jubilee episode.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was like a short story, basically.
Yeah.
And then they gave you,
Yeah,
they
the
went
Mojo
back to
episode for
Storm.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Mojo episode because I like the nostalgia aspect. I thought it was fun. I mean, you could
Also,
take
you
that-
needed that after Gambit.
Yeah, you did. Well, that was before Gambit, I thought.
Was it? No, that was
Yeah,
after.
dude. No.
Oh, yeah,
Mojo
you're
was
right. You're right.
Right before
It
Gambit.
was right before Gambit.
But like, yeah,
season-
you could take that literally out and nothing is missing.
Mhm.
But it I did feel like a nice little nod to give her some credit, right? And also to remind us. I think the point of that episode was to remind us as to where we were, right? Like that you're
Yeah.
still in '97. She is only 18, and look at what she's doing with that for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's an episode that I would do it out. I think there's moments of episodes that I could be like, yeah, we could get rid of this. Like I could do without this. I could do without this. Like this whole thing with Roberto and his parents, like we all know that they're secretly funding the Friends of Humanity. That's very obvious to everybody. Like, let's move on.
Mhm.
I don't know. But no, dude, I think look, I understand the pacing. I think the show is solid. It's probably
They
one of
shouldn't
the
change.
best
Yeah.
one of the best shows that's been done in the last few years.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
but yeah. Unlike that crap show Bad Batch. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man,
God,
number
I'm
one
so
Star
angry
Wars
at
podcast.
it. Yeah.
I gave up on Bad Batch in season 2.
That's what I'm saying. You gave
Yeah.
up on it because of this reason. So anyway,
You're still holding on to it.
I finished it and I was hoping the ending would help it, and it just didn't. So God. Anyway, but yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. So next week is the final episode. That's it, right?
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have a
it is.
runtime spoiler on it?
I think it's gonna be like a normal runtime.
Yeah. So it'll feel
Probably
like
half an
it's
hour.
done in
Less than a
30
half an hour?
seconds. Let's see.
I do wish that they were a little bit longer for these last 3 episodes. Like maybe 45 minutes, 40 minutes. I feel like that whole scene with Cable and Jean and Sinister was like there was something missing there.
Let's see.
You looking it up?
But I'm pulling it up on IMDb. Tolerance's Extinction Part 3
Part 3.
episode airs May 15th, 2024. Storyline: the X-Men's dream is put to the test as mutant human relations reach a tipping point. No shit, Sherlock. That's it's basically all it says. So
So the next animated show I think to look forward to is nothing. I don't think anything's going to top this.
no, this is gonna be it for the year.
I think it's not even HBO Max. It's Prime. The Batman animated series.
Yeah.
With,
You were telling me about that.
I was telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
August 1st
Yep.
or somewhere around there. Yeah, it looks good. Has that Batman year 1 kind of costume. Looks
What the
good.
fuck is going on? We're watching X-Men again. We're watching Batman animated
Batman,
series.
everything,
Going-
the words of
going
my
through
father.
second
Everything
puberty.
Everything old is new again. Second puberty.
Oh, man, it's gonna be intense.
So,
All right,
spending
dudes.
all that money.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get a runtime for us. It doesn't look like they've got it released yet. So, all right. Well, I don't know. What's the opposite of to me, my X-Men? Get the fuck away. I don't know.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
All right. That's my
See you
cue,
next
right?
time.
Later.
Look at